agreement with three-legged crow. It bears my signature. This is my ground for interfering. There is another reason. Hu Yanhun, you were under my tutelage. I saved your life. Was that a right thing I had done? On my arrival to the Red Scale Academy, I saw you from afar. How benevolent must the Creator be to let me chance upon such a marvel? 10,000 times more beautiful than in videos. TL/N, I gotta agree with bro in this. Henceforth, during my attendance, I rejected every confession. You made me realize a love more noble than one between a man and a woman. Afterward, on our return journey, you protected us. In that instant, a thought crossed me. Devoting my heart and soul to you for eternity. By grace, my rationality wasn't broken by love. Your faith lies with evil dragon after all. And I am always His Majesty's dog. War from opposing camps. Faith surpasses love. Have you ever felt that your faith lies in the wrong place? Professor Dragon Concubine doesn't need to use such ignoble wordplays to try me. In faith, there is no right or wrong. Is committing massacres a right thing? Only jobless idiots would argue about what's right or wrong. Second arrow. I am the great general, I fight for victory. It's my role. Right or wrong, I give no damn. Second arrow. I am the great general, I fight for victory. It's my role. Right or wrong, I give no damn. During your return journey, you also witnessed a country getting destroyed by war. Innocent lives turned into ashes. Third arrow. Third arrow. Now you have power. But you're trampling on the weak. Taking the side of the weak is your principle. Yes, I was similar. 7-arrow emission. 7-arrow emission. But people change. Only by reaching this height did I realize how naive I was. They can even restructure after getting hit by the sun-shooting arrow. Living on in spite of all explosions. This is the power of civilization. As long as the stars exist, the death crow plume is always going to restructure. She exhausted her 10 arrows. Can she 1 versus 10? Who said I only have 10? Quit the act, your arrow can be broken into several thousand pieces. But to defeat the divine general, you must use the originals. You just used. What if we can't see the stars anymore? D. How? Where has the sun run off to? A solar eclipse? This is not a natural eclipse. It's a great array. An illusion created by a god-tier great array. Ferocious water devours the sun great array. Those arrows weren't for killing the gods but to lay a great array. From any point inside the array, there is no sight of the sun. Zhou was born in ferocious water of the Kunlun realm. The esteemed one, the darkness that covers the sky and sun. God of darkness? Doesn't that sound evil? In the death, everything is in full bloom. But only in the dark night can life rest and restore. At night, turn the light off and lay down. Rest. This is the guardian god's righteousness. Then what? The gods are not solar panels. Without the sun, they can still operate. They can be the sun. Death plume inextinguishable solar disk. Without the arrows, how are you gonna take this on? Solar gravity. Even if the solar light is kept away, gravity is still there. Dragon concubine. Solar gravity. Even if the solar light is kept away, gravity is still there. Dragon concubine. My array can neutralize part of the gravity, but not for too long. Nuba's myriad immortal great array uses gravity to kill gods. I gave you a linkage blueprint. Have you done red ing it? This is the god's most fatal weakness. Kept away, gravity is still there. Dragon concubine. My array can neutralize part of the gravity, but not for too long. Nuba's myriad immortal great array uses gravity to kill gods. I gave you a linkage blueprint. Have you done red ing it? This is the god's most fatal weakness. Then, let's go. Hold, I feel this is a bit embarrassing. Done. I may be eyeless, but my computing power is superb. Professor, surrender to His Majesty and swear your allegiance. Working for the common great cause, isn't it beautiful? Don't call me professor by the sect of the immortal sex during my time. Deceiving your master, killing your ancestor, are crimes of extermination. Full. According to the plan, I should go to the Hu clan. Even with her divine arrows, she can't kill those gods? No matter how powerful those arrows are, they need an archer. The DS Empire went to great lengths to spread the divine gospel to the universe. On the other hand, Dacia is besieging the Hu clan. Dear conscientious and knowledgeable viewers, can you put up with this unscrupulous action? Red Scale also created gods. Dragon Concubine is also the Earth's god. What are you talking about? Earth's god is backward. The extraterrestrial gods are much more advanced. Professor Xing, xenophobic ideology is intolerable. Or GS Heaven Tears, not play dolls. Or GS Heaven Tears, not play dolls. She used our fortress as material. She used our fortress as material. It seems our deeds had no meaning. Soon, the fortress is going to collapse. My clan, it's gone. To use the ultimate killer move takes a lot of materials. Absorbing outside materials is inconvenient. Just absorb the core materials. Hu clan's fortress. Energy core reactor. For my loyalty of many years to the Hu clan. This is the first time I'm here. This is originally three-legged crow's main divine blood pool. No wonder the Hu clan can reign in three-legged crow. You too, drink up. I will merge the reactor. I love Dragon Concubine, I love Dacia. I love Dragon Concubine, I love Dacia. Great General, we mustn't allow them to bomb the Hu clan. Indeed, we can't. We must bomb it first. This can be considered as your rite of passage to naturalization. Without this ancestral fortress as a foundation, I will lose the patriarch position. The collateral branches and the other minor noble clans won't recognize me. Matter not. Wait till I marry Miss Hu. I will manage the Hu clan in her name. But, that's not me, what difference does it make? Divine General, obliterate them. Not good, they're going to destroy the Hu clan. Don't let them. The archer has arrived. Let him in. Roger. Red Scale's Yuchong ship. None can take on the divine cannon. They still have some control over the solar eclipse great array. Go on, overwork them. Admiral Mu, we can only take those shots once. Our heart's meridian snapped. You're on your own. Okay, thanks. I'll have to trouble you again. Godfather. May I, ma'am? TL/N, cute. Ugh, does it have to be this? You have done reading the blueprint, right? This is the unique ancient linkage body of the Kunlun realm. Communicating with the heaven and earth's endless might. This is the unique ancient linkage body of the Kunlun realm. Communicating with the heaven and earth's endless might. So amazing, Himiko's sacrifice is profitable. So amazing, Himiko's sacrifice is profitable. To deal with those stellar divinities, main cannons are useless. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't shoot. Stellar divinities shooting bow. Under evil dragon's intimidation, the three sisters merged. A heaven tier. A puppet. A divine race. Three entirely different categories just merged. Yeah, it's sci-tech, but both health and environmental unfriendly. Are you ready? Anytime. So what, how many can you shoot? Inextinguishable solar disk, continue attack ing. Stellar divinity shooting arrow. I have a lot of load. How many more arrows do you still have? Don't worry, many more. Don't even think of restructuring. It's no ordinary occurrence for three top fighter to merge. A black hole formed by a star's collapse is enough to get rid of those gods. Makes sense. The ancient human emperor used a black hole to shoot down the suns. In sci-tech and faith advancement, setbacks are inevitable. The failed DS Empire is better than Dacia, who didn't even dare to try. Heaven-defying divine arrows. Pulling a long face talking about the truths is no easy task. Please send me some costless support. Oxhead 2.0 is once more physically deleted. Please send me some costless support. Report, Death Crow Plume has been completely erased. Restructuring is not possible. Report, Death Crow Plume has been completely erased. Restructuring is not possible. For a general, victory or defeat is common. It's all right. I also lost my precious fortress. Admiral Mu, Professor Dragon Concubine, this is just a mock test. Our entire military might is not yet exposed. Next time, we'll fight to the end. No next time. You attended our Red Scale Academy. Those who do evil and harm our reputation. What's more, you betrayed your teacher and forebears. I am liable to sort it out. Then, Admiral Mu intends to do it now? Do you know where I am? My substitute or my real body? Where? Senior Jiuying, have you found his location? Since he commanded the divine generals, there must be a divine consciousness connection. Substitutes and cover-ups are eliminated. You're half a light year away. Locked in. Teleport. Withdraw. Merge Xiaopao's teleportation engine. Defective product of our academy. We ought to rid of it. Faster, as long as we get back to the main camp, he won't dare to follow us. They forgot about us, the master hand is on the way to rid defectives. We stay here and reap the profits. Admiral Mu is the honorary principal of the academy. We have somewhat a teacher-student relationship. If you kill me, then your former students won't recognize you. And who would dare to apply to your academy anymore? Among the countries you massacred, many were home of my former students and your classmates. You were the one who broke the rule first, killing your own classmates. If I don't get rid of you, who would dare to apply? Doesn't that just prove that I'm better than them? You taught the art of war, not fraternity. In the time of great content tie-in, a time of wolves and tigers. Your Dashi principle of being sheep should be rid of. Teleported 3 light years. Teleported 7 light years. Teleported 15 light years. If you wonder what's the dog doing? Here. How does a battle form have so much energy? It's not one, it's a merge. More people, more energy. Report, due to multiple teleportations, even if the energy is not consumed yet, the people can't bear it. Many of our men have developed teleportation sickness. It's even harsher for elderly. Hold on, we only need a few more teleportations to reach the main camp. Then, we'll destroy them. We're only 1 light year away from the main camp. We're going to be a tiger in its natural habitat. It'll be a fierce contest between a Singat and a dragon. Report, there is no spatial vibration nearby. It seems we lost evil dragon. Nice. A wormhole? I am a god, naturally, I can manipulate space. As long as I have a teleportation engine. You'll never outrun me. Admiral Mu, I was coerced by the DS Empire. I plead guilty. Please arrest me for trial. I knew it. You senile dog isn't reliable. I joined you to be a boss. But you wanted me to be a dog, you're by yourself. It was red scale that Scarlet taught me. If you think I am wrong, you're also wrong. There are still many students from the DS Empire in your academy. After graduation, they'll take after me. Sorry, Daxia's peaceful principle isn't going to convert them. I suggest you kill them to ease future troubles. Red Scale Academy was established during the GS era. It's the best military academy in the universe. It has trained countless talents. During the former decline period of Red Scale, in order to earn tuition fees, we accepted everyone. Thus, it resulted in a lot of defectives like Concubine Qin and Empress Mu. Now, we're already rich. We're going to take a shower to scrape off the dirt. Senior, you have saved this child before, why don't you step aside? For a long time, I lived a boring life. So, I founded a sect. I accepted children and taught them. Some of them grew to be major demons that brought harm to the realm. How did you deal with them? Caught them and ate them. Later, people made a myth of me as Jiu Z Ghost Mother. TL/N, Zining's child. Scared. What does a bad kid taste like? Wait, I am the great general, in charge of the military power of the entire DS Empire. Are you planning to start an all-out war by killing me? When Yuqing was about to be killed, your emperor came to plead for mercy. Your official position is much higher than hers, why doesn't he come? I cannot kill you. But give me a reason to not to. The DS Empire was founded on the basic of killing Evil Dragon. Curl down the Daxian forces led by Evil Dragon. To swallow up Daxia. Return and advise the Emperor to change the Empire's name, not dragon slaying. No war, we all live in peace. Say yes, he'll let you go. You're begging for your life, yet you're unwilling to lie, yes? War is the basis of our empire. You're telling us to dig up our root. To give up on war, even if faking it, is still a sign of faltering. The noble Ditu people. The humiliation of giving up may be more anguish than 10,000 ants biting our heart, a pain worse than death. Gotta admire Blood's resolution. Look, you started this war, not me. Senior, does eating him harm your cultivation? From the moment he started the creation of the weaving woman goddesses, he became the natural enemy of the Kunlun realm. Eating him doesn't offend the great Tao. Then, here comes the Empire's war machins. We'll send countless tormented souls of Daxia to AC Company Ni. Unofficial, I am sure you're upset with people lit. Would you upset with people worshipping the divine race, but would you also throw yourself and the dragon concubine eat you? After the big fish is eaten, there are still small shrimps. The fight between Evil Dragon and Great General who was not broadcasted, so victory or defeat is uncertain. The Deathcrow Plume Divine Generals have been defeated. Daxia's fleets put down their wartime status. I haven't had the chance to show up yet. Us also. Only Heaven Tears love fighting, I just want to leisurely take my salary. Three-Legged Crow formally took over the Hu clan. But the proof of ownership is in Lord Xia's hand, can you get it? What's that? A GS Heaven Tier is the highest form of proof. Admiral, there's a GS Empire ship outside. Ha, did they lose? Don't panic, it's me. This ship was a gift. Respectfully welcome Godfather's triumphant return. Has the great general been captured by you? Yep. He's now inside Senior Joeying's stomach. Boss, I brought you the proof of ownership. Old bastard, serve you right. San, I am your grandfather. Do you intend to forsake your forefather? Yeah, right. You killed my grandfather. But that's your fight for power, some win, some lose. No matter how big an internal strife is, nevertheless, clan matters. Not a big deal. Your mistake was colluding with enemies. Huang Pai and Xianzhen didn't die of internal strife. But at your hand, a dog of the DS Empire. Don't pretend to be so righteous. If I didn't, then Three-Legged Crow would have been annexed to Red Scale. Instead, you are the traitor to the Hu clan and Three-Legged Crow. Now, it's too late to say anything. Admiral Mu, if you want to annex Three-Legged Crow, don't bother looking for this powerless lass. I am the one you should look for. Was the DS Empire willing to co-govern Daxia with you? Of course, those barbarians didn't. But we're civilized people, we value win-win cooperation. Nice words. But I want to ask the boss. Are you willing to forgive this Xie? Unofficial, how did the stick get there? Mu said, Joeying, why don't you help me keep my stick in your stomach? Hold on, Admiral Mu, why are you asking her? Admiral Mu is inciting me to beat my grandfather to death? I'm not. This is yours to decide. Scoundrel, put that down. What are you doing? Do you know how you're going to be written in history? Himiko, you swore me allegiance. Stop her. I'll let you be the admiral. I pledged my allegiance to Three-Legged Crow, but now I know. Without San, Three-Legged Crow is not worthy of my allegiance. And Huang Pai and Xianzhen were also my sisters. Without me, Daxia is going to lose its final peace-loving body. Do you think you can fight against the DS Empire with some iron dolls? They died of stupidity, there's only themselves to blame. Nice beating, how did the boss hold it in for so long? On behalf of Daxia Corps, I acknowledge. Hu Laosan succeeded as the matriarch of the Hu clan and is also the admiral of Three-Legged Crow. Admiral Mu, one Xia is not enough beating. I'm still not tired. Don't worry, as my allies, you'll get my unconditional and irrational support. The great general died for the empire. What a pity. I wanted him to be the prince consort. The DS Empire's founding noble clans has been removed one by one. You're going to be the most powerful person who has ever lived. Slaying the dragon is risky, but its reward is marvelous. What did we, a powerless constitutional emperor, do to them? When it comes to removing my allies, your student is much better at it. Attack the core and kill elders, break the legs of noble clanmans. The reincarnation of Cao Cao. The loads of good you have done for Daxia was for him. Are you actually in love with your student? Right, we're social animals. Immoral love must never be committed. The Earth's morality is trash, ours is much better. Never mind, since you've returned your service to the nation, we're very glad. Which position do you want? The Great General or the Prime Minister? Those positions are haunted. It won't be too late to decide after I become a GS tier. Well, you've got many choices. You're home though, no need to rush. The captured DS ship is currently being captained by the chief officer. 8. Director, The Banished Immortal 3 was a great hit. It has risen to the foremost film in historical category. Why did I not see Professor Liu attending the party? Professor Liu was very empty after writing the book, so she went to the DS Empire for vacation. You should persuade her to naturalize. The book, whose setting is so beside the point to Daxia's tradition, was actually written by Aditu. We look to be uneducated. I tried and didn't succeed. Not everyone is as open-minded as a Dax. Changing nationality is a small matter. The Fourth Lord's legacy is in your hand. However, how can an orphan and a widow keep such a huge inheritance safe? So the military advisor is in charge, feel free to tell her what you need. Can I get a monthly allowance? My salary isn't that high. No, you're a dignified intellectual. Don't dirty yourself with the smell of money. Let us take that burden out of your life. Your father was a traitor. Staying away from the inheritance is the only way for you to survive. Anyone can legally kill you. Go teach well. Keep a low profile lest your elders take notice of you as a harm. The patriarch suggested killing all of their branch. I objected. Since the time immemorial, sages have been tolerant and benevolent. Your menial tolerance is enough to save a lot of lives. The world thanks you. This is the DS ship we captured. All thanks to Admiral Mu and Dragon Concubine. It's especially rushed here. It's for this piece of peak science. Science? They used metaphysics. Both it and science are ways to explain the universe. Neither has a boundary. This should be where they hatch the gods. They also control the gods through this nest. Lord, if can copy this thing. Wouldn't it mean that Dashya would be able to mass-produce divine soldiers? Call me chief engineer. As for whether it's possible, ask Ou Yeli. The twin gods were created by her. It was purely coincidental. This technique is absolute evil. The DS Empire is limited by it. If just one thing goes wrong, they turn from creators to sacrifices. Do you think Admiral Mu is a human or a god? Of course a human. Under him are many supernatural beings. He can also use the Imperial Mace to the fullest. Single-handedly thrashed the Mab, and threatened the core. He'd in confrontation with a divine general. Passing a black hole like it's nothing. Even a GS Heaven tier can't do that. Not that marvelous, Dragon Concubine gave him a battle form. Sugar mommies provided him with resources. Moreover, he has our help. You're scientists. Do you actually think there are humans that can defy science? Perhaps, is he not a human? Toast. Sisters, have a smooth journey. It feels like something major is about to be unveiled. It's not surprising, in a world of great contention, great undertaking happens now and then. Angel Shiri left her legacy to Dashya. And to her loyal subordinate, Two-Man. What's left is not a physical legacy. She programmed this legacy into her soul. Written into Two-Man's gene. After the victory of the GS War, Two-Man broke up with Dashya and wandered the universe. Gave birth with 50 concubines. 99 offspring were bred in an artificial petri dish. These 99 people are the foundation of the Ditu former royal family. Our family advocates war. Coupled with our internal strife, the death rate was astronomical. But as long as one of us survives, the legacy lives. It also accumulated experience from those wars and evolved. After the success of killing the king, the legacy written in the gene automatically activates. This is the spiritual legacy left to us by Angel Shiri. The last time I saw it, it never made sense to. What was it? A battle form or an illusion? Tao Te Ching said. There exists something that is turbulent and existed before the heaven and earth. It is silent and lonely, independent and unchanging, and it revolves without end. It can be called the mother of heaven and earth. The essence of the universe, void. Those planets are just decorations. There is only void. Only then can it carry infinite matter and consciousness. Simply put, it is a USB with unlimited storage. We don't know how many treasures are hidden inside. But as long as you get a little inspiration from it, it is not difficult to advance to the GS Heaven tier. Of course, people with insufficient quality will try to pry into the secrets. Only to suffer disability, mental disorder, or death. For the convenience of calling it, we have to give it a name. It was born from the soul of Angel Shiri. So let's call it Soul Soldier. The patriarch knew his position was unsteady. That's why he brought in Evil Dragon. A. After Evil Dragon takes over the clan completely. While definitely getting dragged with them to a heathen confrontation with the Empire. Evil Dragon is practically the most powerful person in Dasha. But also is our clan's great elder. Who in the world is his match? You cuss like your lives depend on it, but will it kill Evil Dragon? Jinkai? Are you going to tell on us? I invited him here.
Jinkai, previously, we didn't take your side to deceive Evil Dragon. We're fellow Mu clan members, I hope you understand.
Your father was killed by Evil Dragon.
We're powerless to help. We supported him to become the new patriarch. But he was too kind-hearted and didn't want to fight elder brother. You have the obligation to inherit his legacy. If you succeed in slaying Evil Dragon, we'll nominate you as the new patriarch.
How? Don't be impatient.
A great cause require great patience. A gathering place for scattered forces, Alloy Monopoly Market. Now in the authority of Red Scale.
One of the top 5 metal exchange.
As long as everyone obeys the rules, they can conduct business and communicate.
The core of the market is a modified insect nest. And a tamed insect queen.
The drugs have been replenished. The queen and the nest remain stable.
Good, let's go.
The planet core is too depressing, I have to go to the ground and find girls. One moment, the source of these drugs changed.
What about it? They're all the Mu clan's company.
In the past, it was from the Mu clan's huge factory.
This time, it was the 4th Lord Muse. The one that Admiral Mu killed? Right now, the entire Mu clan is a vassal of Red Scale.
So, we used Red Scale's drugs.
No. WTF? Why has the insect queen gone berserk? The insect swarm is reawaked. Reawaked. Close the gate to the ground. Don't let them out. But then, we'll be trapped here.
If we flee, we might be jailed for a few years, but we'll be alive.
Ma, Pa, I can't shirk my responsible ity and run away. I'm sorry. Think optimistic, Admiral Mu will look after your family.
For unknown reason, the insect queen went mad.
We ask all fleets to come and quell the chaos. I am responsible for the alloy market. Be there soon, my battle form can restrain the queen. Additionally, I order all Stellar to not move their force, as Dasha Corps representative. This might be a decoy.
War, please.
Rejected, the situation is chaotic.
Stay where you're stationed.
As expected, those noble plans can't take a rest. Military advisor, if I really exterminate them, do you get me? If yes, then do you really dare to do it?
I understand your rage, but please restrain yourself. You are not the King Zhou of Shang, and I am not bygone.
It was just an act to deceive the noble clans. You are just kidding, right? Of course, what tray you thinking? Yeah, you're a contemporary person. You're not an ancient tyrant. They are like wild dogs, beat them hard they'll bite back. Give them some time, they'll be docile. Cheer up. Tianxian Province. D. Big Meow, I have a favor. Admiral Mu, please state your order.
Operation started, we don't need to face him head-on.
He can use the mass sentiment to overthrow us. We can do the same.
Oh, it's Jinkai, you could endure the pain of losing your father and bide your time to deal with Evil Dragon. Your generosity and calmness are beyond our expectations.
It seems that you didn't read in vain.
We looked down on you before, and I sincerely apologize for that. After all, we're family. Evil Dragon, a dirty bum who suddenly rose to power.
He can never compares to us. Well said, you're the next patriarch. Boss, thank you for helping us out of misery. Thanks to you and Red Scale.
For letting us take part in a gigantic project straight out of university. During the first battle of Silver Triangle, we successfully created a divine race member.
Moreover, a kind one at that. That is an achievement that is unattainable by most. Lady Monster, gregarious god. We are honored to be able to fight by your side. Admiral Mu, working for you is a great pleasure. Minimum meetings but a load of funding. Today, we're bidding our final goodbye. Please look after our parents. I don't have a parent, so my uncle. That was the video from the research team from 4 hours ago, all dead in action. The swarm of insects is going crazy. We can only get rid of them through geocentric smelting force. The collapse of the nest will trigger platonic activity. Earthquakes will break out everywhere. I and the local garrison are post-haste rescuing people. Bodies are still being discovered. The casualty is severe. Why did the insect queen go berserk? The insect queen has been stabled and controlled for a long time. According to the information from the research team before their death. It may be the drugs are tempered. Otherwise, it's impossible. It isn't just the alloy market. There are around 100 industrial zones in a similar situation. Either a bombing or an arson. Us too. I can't even. Kunlun has no problem? Nepotism is the tradition of Kunlun. The supply chain is never outsourced to outsiders. Even Mariso, we trace the supplier's history to 6 generations back. Huge-scale accidents that might never happen are happening one after another. All of the major fleet's supply chain factories either exploded or caught fire. The number of casualties is already reaching 200,000. No sign of stopping. The surprising thing is all of them are accidents, not military raids. Professor, what do you think? What about you? I suppose the factories are bombed. What impact does it have on Daxian fleets? Casualties, equipment damage, and capital loss. These are still not the most serious things, but the arms of the fleets, Angel's battle forms. It's too late to resupply. Honestly, turn yourself in. Were you part of these accidents? If Evil Dragon gets really mad, he might really eat people. How can it be us? We're absolutely loyal to Admiral Mu. Even if you give us 10 times the courage, we'd never dare. We're still in the Mu clan. It's impossible for us to do anything recklessly. Give you 3 days to reconsider. After that, no one can save you. A brute is a brute after all, no matter how brute they're. They can never rival our righteous and united noble clans. Evil Dragon's villainous advisor. She thinks she's the smartest, but just so-so. Dacia is not a good place to stay. Master Xie and Lord Forthmu thought of siding with the DS Empire. The fruit of their effort is an incomplete corpse. Regardless of siding with the DS Empire is the best choice. As long as my son is fine, then I'm good. But to bomb those supply chains. We may have dealt 10 out of 10 damage to Evil Dragon, but similarly, we took 8/10 damage. Nothing to fear. As long as we're living, money can be earned again. The noble clans will never end. It's because of the wisdom and dedication of our ancestors. We've done enough, all we need now is the Mu clan's cooperation. Those uneducated flocks of iron dolls. They think wars are only about giant ships and cannons. They didn't think that their foundation is in our hands. As long as even one vital material is missing, it will paralyze those fleets. Real wars are about schemes and unscrupulous means. A stab in the back tripped them. The ones fighting this war aren't the DS Empire and Dacia. It's more like us and those ants. Evil Dragon is just a slight ly larger ant. Jinkai, your plan is more brilliant than ours. You being a professor is not undeserved. Real wars are about schemes and unscrupulous means. We couldn't see such talent before, we were short-sighted. The essence of heaven-tier angels is in their hair. When you self-exile, you cut your hair and thus lose most of your combat power. You are a spiritual angel, for you to comprehend the great Daoan breakthrough is easy. Now you're in the GS heaven tier, of course, your hair has grown back. how does it feel? It feels like I'm in a new world. Wonderful. The revision is complete, let's start. What's the matter? Wasn't that the reason for your return?
Mingdi, you came to kill us, and father knew.
He. The former crown princess of the Ditu dynasty kills the emperor and succeeds to the throne. Only this way can we accumulate the experience of our ancestors.
Fill the knowledge base and evolve indefinitely. This is the secret to our stable power.
Oh right, we have a will. You mustn't renounce the throne. You must lead our empire and remove all obstacles. Make it a new divine empire. Even if that obstacle is your honey, remove it. Dada's small dying wish isn't too much, is it? Sorry, I am not capable of completing your will. But I will save the empire and its people. Planetary Great Array, lock. I can't allow you to lead them to be sacrifices. Oh, you have accomplices in the DS Empire.
They set up a great array earlier in the Ditu Stellar.
Then you break through to the GS tier.
Become the universe's foremost spiritual formation master.
Achieve perfect control over the great array.
No need to mind such trouble.
You just had to lie to us. After that, you just had to change our will. Isn't that much easier? I am willing to kill Dad, but never to lie.
As expected, you're a perfect inheritor of my genes.
Once a decision is made, never to change it. Leveled-minded and pure, never lie to the people.
We are deeply saddened by your bad decision.
But, it's a pity. You pray for peace. This is actually treason. You're going against the will of the mass. The DS Empire's people are bellicose and bloodthirsty. Peace deprives them of their greatest joy.
It also cut off their way to godhood.
We exist in a special state between reality and illusion. It's a battle of spiritual power. What do you think? Even if the people are bad.
As their ruler, not only you do not educate them. You indulge in it too, this is your fault.
I couldn't do anything because I was a crown princess.
But time changed.
I am a commoner killing a traitor. Godfather, what happened? Nothing, I'm just too tired. Admiral Mu, it's done. Thank you. I will report to the Corps your merit.
For this kind of stuff, we can handle everything.
Admiral Mu, you do not need to dirty yourself. Do you think what you've been doing is dirty?
No, it's glorious work that has brought benefit to Dacia and its people.
Right, it's not dirty.
Remember this, if you do something right, and others criticize you.
Just say I was the one behind the order, always. Admiral Mu is worthy as us warriors of Daxia's representative.
Patriarch, please help me persuade those noble clans to admit their mistake.
Admiral Mu is tolerant, he won't exterminate their entire clans.
Military advisor, let's say hypothetically Lord Yufeng comes back to life.
What would he think when he sees us? Lord Yufeng is 10,000 times more cruel than Admiral Mu. I am his descendant, and I think he was right. Miss, rather die than admit defeat.
The noble clans, be it Daxia's or the Empire's.
They're all the same.
To reach the stage they're in, require a ruthless and headstrong constitution.
Admitting defeat is much more painful than death. To face them, you can only be King Zhou. Like Admiral Mu said, he's King Zhou, you're bygone. That's all a play, yeah.
But if what it takes to solidify Dacia is King Zhou, I'll gladly be for real.
I can understand, but I don't want our hard work to be buried by infamy. Once the job is done, infamy or not, that depends on the future generations to judge.
I barely managed to sneak out.
But our family, my 3 sons. The DS great cause requires sacrifice. Our family members will understand us. At long last, the DS Empire. Biotechnology is very developed. We can raise however many descendants we want and revitalize the Mu clan. Moreover, the direct line is in our control. We're the modern-day Imperial Uncle Lu. Well, subdue Cao Cao Seville Dragon and restore the Han Dynasty. Only us can do it. There's a ship ahead. It's a DS ship. His Sagacious Majesty Modern sent a ship to welcome us. After an endless night, I finally caught a glimpse of light. Wait and see, evil dragon. Our hidden talent will be recognized in the Empire. I can finally exert my overwhelming talent and become a role model sayer. Why surround us? We're having a great time cooperating with Red Scale. I want to see Admiral Mu. K, here I am. Pay attention, keep our story coherent. Admiral Mu, we're wronged. Don't believe rumors, a petty man is sowing discord. Big meow. He's already here. She was going to execute them on the spot. But I tend to leave a way out. I asked her to give them leeway. These are the agents who carried out the sabotage for you. Among them may be your friend or family. I especially sent them here to force a confession. Admit guilty will be sent to Gyani planet. Either you identify them or they identify you. Your clansmen may be saved. If by the time I get off work and you haven't, then your clan, consider it never existed. Evil dragon, you're arbitrarily committing a massacre. The many of my partners and workers have been killed in the explosion. Wasn't it an unauthorized massacre? I'm only settling the debt for their family. Okay, I confess. My uncle ordered me. He's the patriarch of the Cheong clan. Uncle, I don't want to die. Bastard, you're slandering your uncle. Own it up, your clansmen will be fine. I had enough. Do as you wish to me. I died of such a cause very glorious. Your son will accompany you, still glorious? Father, save me. Son, you're not even in the clan tree. How did they find you? Don't underestimate our intelligence network. Please spare my son. I was the sole mastermind. I'll relay your last words. I admit my guilt. I was ordered by the patriarch of the Shao clan. 3. Lady Yuan, I can't resist the temptation. I was the one responsible for the insect race's frenzy. It was the plan of the patriarch of the Chang clan. Treacherous beast, my effort in supporting your family was in vain. Hold on, I am not the boss in this. I know, you're just a distributor of the material. You are the favorite dog of the Fourth Lord. Thus helped your little master with something. Isn't it, Jinkai? A. Before going to the Empire to display your hidden talent, first settle the debt here. Unofficial, talent is hidden, keep it hidden. At long last. The DS ship is legally the Empire's territory. It's not a fake. The air purification here is much better than those Dacia trash. I'm already smelling a sweet taste. Good morning. The captain has ordered to give sirs and ladies a present. A slap in the face. Relax, smile, keep being amiable. This should be Dita's special ceremony. It must be their unique way of greeting friends. You think too much. We Ditu are very true to our friends. Would never be like this. It's because you guys are captives, not guests. Ha! Jing Kai, in the end you're his godson. They secretly support you so they can justifiably obtain his inheritance. Pin the blame on them while admitting you're wrong, it'll let you off. No, Admiral Mu, I didn't support Jinkai. They forced me to compromise by borrowing the DS Empire's name. You coward ice bastard.
You came to us asking for cooperation for the Fourth Lord's inheritance.
When things goes wrong, you pin it on us. A bunch of sons of a bitch. Since it's already at this stage. I vow to stand by my belief even if my clan has to face the highest capital offense. Even if I may die without a heir. Why do all of you give in at the critical moment?
My dear mother.
What about you? Jinkai, or fight ing gallows a lost battle. Why not just surrender? Why take it so seriously? My father was the patriarch. If a mishap doesn't happen, I would be the future patriarch. I am unlike those prodigals, I studied hard. It should be me who's strategizing the military. It should be me who's writing revered books. It should be me who's enlightening the ignorance. Not these two low-class insects. If in the DS Empire, I would have been a prime minister. You're jealous of me, so you blocked my path to success. I am a rare genius. But my talent is confined to a university. Those kids ignored me. They made fun of me by posting me on social media. You want to threaten me with my family? I'm not giving in. I am gonna kill them with my own hands. So that no one can ever threaten me like that again. Mom, let them witness.
A scholar who never gives in even when his family is at stake.
A noble clan's internal strife stops here. Killing your uncle is enough. As the great elder, I don't permit you to kill your mother.
All little spoiler, Mu is going to regret this decision.
Godfather, report. We received a secret report that the former crown princess of the Ditu Empire, Luandi Helene, otherwise your professor, Lu He, has been executed. The emperor has ordered for complete annihilation of the former crown princess Collabs. For failing a rebellion. You are the Fourth Lord's woman. After investigation, you're not innocent. You'll be tried and confined. As for your son, he's responsible for the sabotage. Thus should have been executed by getting shot in the head. But I asked for leniency. You bastards are so dignified. I'll at least leave you intact corpses. 10 degrees of your kindred will be investigated, those not involved in any capital offense will be thrown into the Zhengyu planet. Red Scales Ashura Guards. The Mu clan used to enforce the Mu clan's rules. Today, we'll be borrowing Daxia's rules. Admiral Mu, Great Elder. Please let my son go. I'll tell you everything. Please. Humane Emotian is more precious than those rules. I tried to be as considerate as I could have been. You forced my hands. A life is a life. Those workers' and scientists' lives are also lives. I will haunt you even in your dream as a ghost. Let me let you in on a secret. I am at the soul tier. If you become a ghost, you'll be my plaything. Ashura Guard, execute. Spare me. Don't. Evil dragon, your name will stink for eternity. Line. Those bastards aren't innocent. Colluding with outside power. Harming harmless civilians. They earned it. Moreover, their nature don't allow them to be tamed. I know it is right. But Admiral Mu is particularly scary. I fear he might really become King Zhou. You're too much of a bookworm, it makes you a fool. Before Godfather's enlistment, our lives were hell. A major fleet we only had rotten vegetables to eat, no strength in our body at all. The warlords and stellar lords made the matter worse. Puff. There are so many righteous and moralist people. But there is as much suffering, I have never seen them come to aid. Of course, except for the verbally abused tyrant evil dragon. No one showed up. After he came, we had meat. Sounds so wrong. LMAO.
The lords were tamed and behaved.
Those who didn't were turned into paintings.
The once deplorable and desolate Congean stellar has turned into Daxia's most flourishing stellar. You're afraid, but they're simply book content. We are living beings made of flesh, blood, and emotion.
What's the logic with why would a world work like a modeled program?
Without the right people, even the most perfect logic may fail to be realized. As rational as the core's ace are, they still make mistakes.
If it weren't for the King Joe's rescue, the Earth would have exploded.
We'd then need to reason things out in the underworld.
Besides, if he were King Joe, you were dodgy, ID then Binuwa. Big sis, you're not dumb. Never I've been.
The God Concoction project has been going on for many years.
No matter how powerful the empire is, we can't sustain it. However, the emperor always rejected our opinions. He never thought of abandoning the project. Either the crown princess succeeds and ascends the throne,
or we accompany each other in death.
A GS spiritual heaven tier.
If you were to fight Daxia, you'd make a slaughterhouse out of them.
They're physically strong,
but their mental strength is nowhere near yours.
Yes. End this with the elimination of your soul.
You'll never be able to restructure. Your opponent is my soul, but not just mine.
What? Dark Star? A pity, the Banished Immortal hasn't been completed yet. Back then, you rode on my piggyback.
Your Majesty, we've found all the princess accomplices. They're all our veteran officials.
Including their 10 degrees of kindred, it amounts to 200 M. Mu Siyun also removed dissidents within Daxia. He arrested 7,000 and killed 100.
Admiral Mu is soft, we won't follow his footstep.
Those 200 M. Kill all of them. With these 200 M as the sacrificial banner, we announce our princess and these traitors.
They're not at fault, so neither is us.
Daxia's toxic agrarian civilization doesn't want to advance.
Their idea of wanting peace has polluted the advance of our empire.
We shall transform into lightning, the embodiment of the heavenly Tao,
and punish these peace-loving creatures.
At this very moment, we officially declare war on Daxia.
Taking into account that our war supply is sabotaged by insiders.
The DS Empire has declared war on us. If you want to party and eat out, go ahead. If you want to be homosexual, get it on.
After all, in the next few seconds, heterosexual may be the target of high-heat cannons.
Professor, is there anyone that can put a halt to the DS Emperor? Who says there's not?
The novels I follow have their authors on break for various reasons.
Some got sick, some were busy with civil service exams, some got married, some had children, and some got beaten, but this one author, she's so unique.
She returned to her nation and rebelled against her father the emperor.
Which author is so exaggerated?
We're deeply grieved for Professor Liu's passing. The update of the Banished Immortal will be discontinued. But before she passed, she left us with one final scene script.
Report, the DS fleet has arrived at Walnutania.
Go to the rescue at max speed.
Hurry! Hurry up! Everyone!
The protection arrays of the 3 core stellars have been reinforced.
We must put all our resources into this. We must impose strict order and regulations. There must be no flaw allowed. Great Master, I request you to keep our resources.
Okay. Fortunately, we got resources from taking down the Hu clan.
However, it's not enough. If a full-scale war breaks out, this much divine blood isn't enough. But we lack money and sanitary napkins.
Many fleets in Daxia, but few compare to the 3 major fleets.
No need to panic. Admiral Mu is amply prepared.
We'll provide you with rations and military supplies.
For battle forms and ammunition, we Jingmu will supply all. I'll not back out from this war, I'll avenge my disciples.
The Mu clan may carry out wartime P2P coordination work.
If Daxia dies, so will we. The outcome of this war concerns our fate. You eradicated those noble clans. Because you already integrated everything for this very moment.
All credits go to military advisor.
I did a lot.
However, the one who can see the overall situation clearly is you.
Then, do you agree to declare war? Declare, let's begin. Kingdom of Walnutania.
You have 1 minute to surrender, otherwise meet your end.
Your Majesty, we received Daxia's help. We can't be ungrateful to Daxia's generosity.
We experienced it once when our country was filled with traitors and falling. I do not want to die with the shame of being a traitor.
Heard that? This is our resolve. Then don't blame us. Hold on, something is approaching. Hold on, something is approaching us at high speed. Is it an enemy ship? No, it's not.
They activated the Sword Dipper array.
We're tricked. Transfer all the energy to the Protectian array. Transfer all the energy to the Protectian array. Since it wasn't flavorful enough, let me give you some marsala. You have 3 seconds to surrender. I commend you for not surrendering.
Walnutania is Daxia's strategic resource point. Of course there is a robust defense here.
Your Highness the Princess is invincible. Daughter, let's have dinner together later. Next time, I need to go to Other Stella's rescue. The Formation Master Division will come to reinforce the protection array next. The local garrison will be able to face the average DS fleet. The DS Empire comes at full force, all Stellar of Daxia are in chaos. Our angels work day and night, with so many Stellas equally important. Wouldn't it be exhausting? Indeed. But the DS Empire doesn't have unlimited force.
They must have a prioritized target at least.
Tianxian province of Daxia. 5 DS warships at once. Tianxian is as good as gone. Who told you to be Daxia's wealthiest clan? Big Sis is already rushing to Tianxian. The Empire wants to eliminate our economic hub. Well, only he left with soldiers and not funds. They want us to collapse without a fight. Their target isn't Tianxian. Not Tianxian? Then the surrounding areas of the solar system? Nope, somewhere more crucial. Divide up into 5 points. 30th Prince of the DS Empire. No need to worry, our 9 Cauldron Sword Dipper array will decimate them. Sword Dipper array? Ho, you expect this outdated array to hold us back? You are the most dazzling cloud in the sky. Ha! It's good to have many battles. My hammer is nice and powerful. Nice, you are the first ever high-grade ingredient ever since war started. I'll make you barbecue pork with roasted goose rice. Big Sis, leave him to me. I'll make sure to interrogotector tour him so much he prefers death. Daxia's Pleiades dynasty. Invincible golden hamster. It's weird. These little shrimps don't suffice. 40th Prince of the DS Empire. It's not we're weak, you are simply too outrageously strong.
Walnutania, Tianxian, and Pleiades are not your actual goal.
Say it, what's your actual goal? Daxia is huge, slowly find out yourself. Don't expect to get anything from me. Torture is best method.
No need, even if you torture him till he dies, he wouldn't tell you.
Because he can't possibly know. No need.
Even if you torture him till he dies, he wouldn't tell you.
Because he can't possibly know. Doozy, nice long hair. They're just cannon fodders used to bait us. We've analyzed 3 possible main targets. The 3 core stellas of Daxia. All space is blocked. There is Kunlun without, and Inghua within, so there is no problem. The cloudy mortal planet, which is Daxia's second most strategic data center. It also houses a nascent soul and is a living planet. It's significant. Three-legged crow has been stationed there. Insect Queen planet, Red Scale's asset. It was conquered by Red Scale through great sacrifice. It has become the only source of Energixerang for Daxia. Before, the Insect Queen took over this planet. Then, she became a nascent soul. Evil Dragon Mu took it down. Now, is this place still housing a nascent soul? Of course. The DS Emperor is marching personally. Is this real? The entire space is on blockade. How did he get here so easily and noiselessly? It's over. We're doomed. Why are you so terrified? With me here, even the Heavenly King will fall. On the other side of the black hole are demons. Go and have fun with them. Insect Queen planet's annihilation offensive array. The entire planet is surrounded with annihilation cannons. Interesting. Report, the protection array is losing to the black hole's power. Report, the protection array is losing to the black hole's power. Be it, whatever they are, they're all void. Everything is void. Black hole evaporate. What kind of science is this? It's not, it's metaphysics. We're not mortals. Why pretend to me? Why fake gods? Why bother to waste your time to be secretive? Lorem ipsum. What's he at? I am an honest man. I am here with my true body. Come, show yourself with your true body that is hidden in the planet's crust. Bless these puny mortals with your true body, allow them to prostrate to you. Mu Si-Yun. The DS Emperor came to Daxia's Insect Queen planet. But what he said doesn't make sense to us. What does he mean? The Godfather's main body is in the planet? You fools in ignorance were all deceived by Evil Dragon. Every time he stood up for Daxia. Every time he made military exploits. Every rescue and affection he showed. All of those weren't himself. Those were doll's toys made by his forgery skill. Idotti's soul soldiers. Yeah, that's right. You iron dolls are also hidden from the truth. Right, this too. Dragon Concubine is not some soul tier angel. The only true soul tier is Mu Sion's main body. Just another of Mu Si-Yun. Not some divine god created by nature. TL/N, she was, but she kinda died and was remade by Mu. Modern is a cyber scam mare. Don't be mare. Leave him. This dog emperor is trying to lower our morale. No fuss about it. All as expected. Calm down, we can't afford getting chaotic. It doesn't matter even if Godfather is a tentacle monster. He did the right things. Let's hurry there and beat that dog emperor up. I knew you weren't mortal. I never expected this much though. Admiral Mu is pretending to be dead. Let's send him some paper money, cannonballs. We can't be stingy with energy. Shoot 5 at once. Gather the energy to the protection array. No need to worry, we've stockpiles of Shirong. The flagship was destroyed. We lost contact with His Majesty. No enemy presence detected. We've been hacked. It's not hacked. It's just too inferior to detect me. 3 more. Let's send them together. We still can't detect the enemy. The camera can't capture it either. Ha? A giant hand also appeared over there? Only real men have 3 hands. Fakes don't. We add up to 3. 3 hands? Who in the world has 3 hands? Only real men have 3 hands. Fakes don't. We add up to 3. 3 hands? Who in the world has 3 hands? No joke, is there really an ace hidden inside the planet? Our cameras can't capture it either. Our only visibility is the explosions of the DS ships. How can such might be hidden? Let me show you. Admiral Mu, what is this appearance? Did Dragon Concubine give you another battle form? Regardless, the DS Empire's war on us. It is a solid fact.
We're guarding our areas as originally planned.
In fact, many had guessed this, we just couldn't accept it as reality. Are you also his clone?
The others are, but not me. I am a puppet created with his soul tier technology.
We calculated this direction. However, the exact situation is a bit beyond our expectation.
See, your contribution to those mortals may be a lot.
But one bit of concealment will make them wary of you. I have been killing countless. But my people are at ease. Why?
I killed all of them openly. Openly kill a person to save the world from flame and bring benefits in the dark to my people.
You're also a soul tier? Quite, but not the same as you. Masuyun main body. The light has shown, Godfather is not a mortal but an actual evil dragon. As his loyal godson, Eve no to give. I can't say the same for the public though.
Every time Daxia is in danger, he stands up for it.
Is it to save Daxia? Or to dominate Daxia? Can someone who hides from the public be kind? Evil dragon, look.
Among the DS Empire's rebels, inside their 10 degrees of kindred, amounting 200 90 of them are civilians.
I dragged them here on board to become cannon fodders. You helped me kill 50 OK of them. Pure mental attacks have no result on any soul tier. Thus, I have brought actual guilt over to you, sincerely. This dog emperor is trying to disturb Admiral Mu's mind. This bastard even brought civilians into this. You'll be buried with them. Heaven. Defying demon. Tablet. Voidized your weapon. I can eliminate it. Powerlil, Ape's Grasp. Majestic, long, and black draconic cannons. Texaririus text here in raw. White Dwarf Bomb, Stellar Heavy Bombardment. TL/N, Kidney Deficiency Shin 4-inch Swevoid Swewu 2, Soprolia Wordplay. The Overwhelming Ma. The overwhelming mass will compress you into a black hole. Tlin, Kidney. Kidney Deficiency Shin 4-inch Swevoid Swewu 2, Soprolia Wordplay. Void? Even kidney deficiency won't save you. Nice. Modern collapsed and was buried in the oblivion.
Tlin, collapsed as in a star's collapse.
So many shots at once. Kulun can't afford so many main cannon shots. This is the soul tier. If he want to solo a stellar, none can be a match.
It's not that simple, there must be limitations since he hid his strength for so long.
Godfather is invincible.
Whoa, I only got to be happy for a flash moment.
Your mass attack can only affect mass. Time-space is mass. But void is void. It's neither time nor space.
It is instead the consciousness that transcends the time and space of mass.
For example, the material within your body is our weapon.
It only needs one thought from us. In front of our countenance, consciousness determines mass. In front of our countenance, consciousness determines mass.
This is the true soul tier.
It only needs one thought from us.
Does giving mass to void allow us to get rid of this dog emperor? No, back then. The Tianxian Empress was actually merging with space. She didn't become the void. Even so,
I could only fight her in my array. The Soul Tier DS Emperor is in a state of total void.
Time and space can't describe him. Oh no, Evil Dragon is in deep shit. If your main body gets hit, does it hurt you too? I can sever our neural connection. Evil Dragon Mu, surrender. Your professor, my daughter, was killed by my void consciousness. As long as you're trapped here, can those GS Heaven Tier hold off the vast territory of Dasha? Godfather, don't mind him. We can hold them off. It's useless. The void is untouchable. I intentionally got attacked for you to show your consciousness. As long as I can see you. This insect, even if it is just an illusion, it exists. As long as it exists, it makes things a lot easier. Pull you out of the void and give you a beating. How is that possible? How is that possible? Let me test it out by bumping you at an asteroid. Gosh, we've been materialized. How can a mere bump into an asteroid damage a Soul Tier's physical body? Then several more. This battle is beyond our league. This battle is beyond our league. A GS Heaven Tier can never achieve this. Then, let us fight until the heavens fall and the earth breaks. A GS Heaven Tier can never achieve this. Not going to happen. You're the only one who's going to fall. Let me give you some cute punches. Don't worry, this won't be last. Speak. What is your real purpose for stalling me? Oh well, too bad you realized. The area surrounding the insect queen planet penetrated dead stars. Not speaking? Do you want me to torture you? You think so? Our spirit powers are at the same level. How are you going to torture me? Physically? Big Meow, where are the children of those noble clans? Those who have been suspected and found guilty have been convicted and sent to the Gyani planet. Our intelligence department is capable. We will not allow the guilty to escape or involve innocents. Recall those escort ships immediately. For those that have arrived, tell them not to allow the prisoners to make contact with the others. Why? Could there be spies amongst them? That's right. The Emperor is stalling me. He doesn't want me to make the journey to the prison planets. There are 10 prison planets in Dasha. Each one is in a different stellar system. All the escort ships have been halted. However, the first 2 batches of pre-runners have arrived. I ordered them to be isolated. Dog Emperor, is it worth exchanging your life for them? Don't you want to live? Why, for some prisoners? Worth. What do you mean? There is a person amongst the prisoners that is worth giving up his life for? Dasha Prison Planet 1. The new escort ship has been docked outside. The prisoners have been isolated without incident, awaiting further orders. I don't understand why the higher-ups ordered a re-inspection. Every one of us wants to relax and go home to have fun with our waifus after our shift. Emperor of a universal-scale empire came to battle personally, moreover as a bait. And for a prisoner? Do you want to break out the Jade Emperor or Lord Buddha? Why didn't you find out yourself when you searched our soul? It doesn't make sense, you don't know. You bet your entire empire on this single matter after all. The dignified DS Emperor is actually mental. Son of Abbot, Admiral Mu captured your father alive already. Speak up, what do you want? You're eager, I'm not. I can accompany you all day long. Don't care. Modern torture will slowly abuse you and I guarantee you won't die. We don't feel good, but you suffer. Our great ancestor left an honorary edict. All of the royals who want to seize the throne. All of us must accomplish one ultimate goal. That is jailbreaking one of Daxia's prison planets. If we can't accomplish that, we aren't qualified to take the throne by force. But who we must rescue, we don't know. My great ancestor didn't mention who'd be rescuing.
But with our intelligence, it's hard to find out.
The result might be our mutual destruction.
Soul Tier itself is the biggest flaw to the heavenly Tao.
After spending the accumulation from countless years of the DS Empire, I finally managed to step into it.
I came to fight you because I still had a glimmer of hope.
But look at this, even for me, it's hopeless. What can those losers do then?
We were made with the goal of slaying a dragon, only to end up defeated by the dragon we swore to kill. Our years of hard work is wasted.
Then what stops us from lighting a firework to listen to the noise it makes? Our emperor is no match for evil dragon, what do you think? Living has no meaning. The DS Emperor is defeated by evil dragon. The DS Empire is facing a huge surge of suicides.
The most important part of the DS Empire, the Ditu capital, is facing a non-stop amount of suicides amounting past 50,000.
It's in a surge spike so much that counting is impossible now. Highly capable people always have die-hard fans.
Our sides must have them too.
If you just surrendered to the DS Emperor, I wouldn't have been laughed at. The DS Emperor is our enemy. Our enemy is defeated, aren't? The DS Emperor is our enemy. Our enemy is defeated, aren't you glad? Daxia's DSS fans are grieving for Emperor Modern. There have been 50 suicides already. Has the time come for evil dragon's domination? We won in this manner. Not so easy. You didn't win, and I didn't lose. Whether you kill me or not.
The purpose of founding the empire has been achieved.
Eve locked him up.
He'll give you the termination passcode. If anything happens, kill him at once.
May I ask, Admiral Mu, are you human or? So fair, I'm still human. I'm going to the prison planets. Daxia's fleet must be on high alert.
No mishap is allowed. There are 10 prison planets in Daxia. Formerly Gyani planet, Gyani means prison.
This is the highest security of them all.
Each of the prisoners are special people who've killed countless indiscriminately.
There are around 1 million prisoners.
As for why they're still alive, it's because they have intelligence value.
Once they lose the intelligence value, they'll be discarded. Of course, we need to keep some as labor force. They're not allowed to be idle. They must work at least 16 hours a day. Nothing strange. Except for some people.
Lao Wang, the shaving cream has expired for 5 years already.
Don't push it.
There are a million scums here.
You're the only one who has shaving cream.
Lao Wang, I know the test sheet for this year's Gaokao.
I wonder how your son is going to enter university. Damn it. I'll give you another shaving cream. And I'll give you 2 soaps too for lubrication. Boss, cherish the heavenly Tao, eliminate human desire. Cherish the heavenly will, eliminate human desire. Cherish the heavenly will, eliminate human desire. People arrived.
Head Warden, this guy has been preaching on and on for years.
Will he be able to make some noise?
The higher-ups are warring with the DS Empire.
The fund is tight. We don't have sufficient food. If they make noise, I'd be thankful. We can make fertilizers out of them. Moreover, what kind of noise can fish in a tank make? The DS Imperial Capital. Both namely and in essence the largest and wealthiest city in the universe. It sits on an entire planet.
You'll not be killed if you surrender, but if you don't, there's not going to be mercy.
Your emperor is in a cage now. I advise you to be sensible and value peace. Then, he'll leave only rubble for you. Launch all the divine soldiers. Don't mind the cost. Pesky. Pesky. Buddha Vajra Needle. The Great Array has complete control, subspace won't save your ass. Your ass. Don't be so showy. All your resources have been emptied. This is your last batch of divine soldiers. I'll slaughter their cities. You take care of ferrying their souls. Got it. Angel sister, spare me. That tyrant fell off, we want to follow Dasha. We're not Datuyan. We were major forces that got captured by them to establish the empire. We were forced. When he was well, you enjoyed the benefit from his plundering. At his downfall, you condemn him and say you were forced. Why didn't you say you were forced when you had all that benefits? We're going to confiscate all of the DS Empire's assets. The Heavenly Order Society has a long history. It was found by the gods' devotees since the GS era. It has existed for over 500 years. In the beginning, they fought against the GS Alliance. Later, the Weaving Woman Divine Race lost. The Heavenly Order Society too got broken up. They wreaked havoc all across the corners of the universe. They commit all kinds of evil deeds such as thievery and smuggling. They were a pain in the ass for everyone. Being the common enemy of all, their manpower shrunk enough to nearly vanish. The Heavenly Order Society head, Wan Xiandao, is a mysterious person. Even Dashi had no clue. There was only one record of him starting a bomb attack years ago. Unknowing of how, but he managed to persuade the DS Emperor to provide support to him. The society earned astronomical support. Even under all the nation's suppression, their number grew. Their movement only halted when they took actions against Tianxian and got handled by Mu Xiyun. The society disbanded until now. Hey, Wan, did you steal my cigarettes? It's not looking good. It's that guy. He has bitten off the heads of many people already. That Heavenly Order guy is in deep shit. Chief, should we save him? No need, he's a little out of place these few days. Preserve the Heavenly Order and eliminate human desires. Brother, smoking is harmful to your health, why don't you quit? Eve been sharpening these kitchenwares for years. TL/N, spoon version John Wick. Why not some oil? It's a nice addition. How dare you? Protect our boss. Eve been sick of you for so long. Chief? Too many people will be hard on our food supply. Preserve the Heavenly Order, eliminate humane desire. Yang Qingshan is the admiral of guards of a certain small fleet. Why did the Grand Master let you be the sect master? And not someone else? Because I mastered the 5 lightning whips. Bullshit, it's because there were only you and me left in the sect. And the only one who can succeed you will be me. There's no helping it. There are 2 ways to make money out of practicing Tai Chi. One is to be a swindler, the other is to be an internet celebrity. My fellow students were smart and have made banks. Only I was a fool and stayed here. A fool who runs this dojo. Next to the rundown Honchuan dojo that closed 5 years ago. A martial art that doesn't kill. There's no way we're getting new students. How about I follow Iron Pagato of Red Scale's footsteps? Use the 5 lightning whips to slash off people's heads? Disciples might come flocking in. That's illegal. Killing with martial arts is not permitted nowadays. You can only be permitted if you do it with huge cannons. The instance we use our fists, not only Tai Chi. The whole traditional martial art will be despised. I take care of this dojo because that's what I want. Little lass, you can go to find your own happiness if you want to. There's no need to tie yourself to the declining martial art. I was raised here, and keeping it safe is my happiness. Let me know if you need money, in returning to the fleet. Eve only been away for 2.5 years, how did this happen? Thank God, you're alive.
The murder gang has been coveting this dojo for years.
This dojo existed only because they've been afraid of you, the fleet admiral. However, your fleet was completely destroyed at Silver Triangle. Half a year ago, they were convinced you were dead too, so they took action just now. Promise me, don't act abruptly, call the police, use the law. We finally took over that piece of land. It's a prime location.
We're destined to be rich.
OM. Who are you? Yang Qingshan, so you weren't dead? Speak no more. Kill her. The 5 lightning whips was a scam. So let me show you the real stuff. Actual Tai Chi is no stranger to swords and shields. It must be used with weapons. Martial art must be used to kill. What is martial virtue? Every sword strike that catches blood, every word and action, they are regarded as martial virtue. Master, I promised I didn't use any guns. As long as I use martial art to kill enough people, people will come flocking to learn martial arts. A certain small fleet's retired angel, Yang Qingshan. Due to a gang dispute, she kills every member of the gang using a wheel. Be it big fries or small fries. She had all the fries in the bag, female or male, kids or adults. Immediate execution of battle form abolishment. Hello. The splendor of the Tang dynasty belongs only to Li Bai, with his splendid horses and luxurious furs. But not to us, the bones frozen to death in front of the noble gates. There was a riot in Daxia's number 1 prison. It was suppressed before long. There were 20 casualties among the inmates. Trying to make use of the riot and escape? Performing Shawbank? Don't think I won't kill you just because you're useful. There has never been a case of escaping. There wasn't, and there's not going to be. I search, nothing. Even if he hid the spoon in his ass. Does he plan on digging out with a spoon? Stay here for a month, they'll call you father if you'd still be alive. 2. Another riot, the female inmate area. What's up? She stole my orange. If you want to die, we'll let you after we squeeze out all the intel from you. 1 SEC. What do you think about traditional martial arts? Pfft, compared to main cannons and artillery. Martial art is shit. That's very one-sided. Didn't you witness it? How did your 5 lightning whips fare against Evil Dragon? Believing in the heavenly order and practicing martial arts. This is the place where such trashes are locked up. I came here voluntarily, what do you think? Catfish will concentrate heavy metals from foods they consume into their liver, later refining them. Ready to be used for combat. 2. This material is so exceptional. It can turn into mist. Angels can use either their nose or mouth to absorb materials, and instantly turns them into a battle form. You want to know how I can materialize a battle form? There are quite a few retired angels here. Each of them gave me broken parts of their battle form. Then I reconnected my meridians. No need to force it. To preserve the heavenly order and Elamite humane desires. Do it willingly. Send out the puppets to kill her. Boss, have you been well? Fortunately, the confinement room is shared between men and women. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to blow the material to you. With the material I have, I can't beat tier 3 dogs. According to the plan, Ague should be here. Can you tell where he is? Yes. He's right here. My material threads can corrode the circuit.
But evil dragon paralyzed him.
Can he fight? Can he fight? Boss, Sister Sean, long time no see.
The doctors here are our men. They've healed a Gue long ago.
It seems it was all an act.
I was also deceived.
More puppets are on the way. Let's release our brethren first. Is your material good to go? I'm at Earth tier. As long as my meridians are connected.
I can physically absorb any materials, though far below heaven tiers, there are special materials on the puppet.
Can your temporarily meridians be used until the task is completed? I'll try. Preserve the heavenly order. Elamite humane desires. The DS Emperor sent in the key.
He also said it was a female prisoner from the Mu clan.
There are no Mu in this prison. Here is a person married into the Mu clan. Sister, your son was executed by evil dragon. What do you want? She's just an ordinary person. I think we've got the wrong person. What's your last name? Lwandi. Our ancestors said we were the royal family of Ditu. But it has been so long, and we don't even know if that's true. Sister, we can kill evil dragon to avenge your son, at the cost of your life, are you willing? Not only to kill evil dragon, but to erase the Mu clan's existence too, can you? Exactly what we wanted to do. Good, I'll do it. There are riots everywhere. This was planned. Kill them. We need intel no more. Preserve the heavenly order. Eliminate human desire. You, since when? Evil dragon defeated the DS Emperor. Dasha Corps took the initiative to launch the largest ever seen immigration since the GS era.
The Corps has delineated 10 new stelas as the fortress of mankind. They also have a plan in mind to immigrate 40 billion people there.
But even getting 5 immigrants is a hard task.
I just passed the entrance examination into Mars College, but they asked me to immigrate to Cloud Immortal.
Evil dragon. I wish you death. As soon as my career took a turn, I'm ordered to move. Didn't we defeat the DS Empire? Why are we the one fleeing instead? Everything is going according to your plan. But the rejection is not less than what a war would give. The people aren't taking it peacefully. Of course, this is going to destroy their careers and futures. There's only a future if they can live. I hope I'm wrong. Otherwise, this is going to be the largest disaster. I'm even more afraid that your Soltier hunch is right. It's our fault we left loose ends. The only people that can rush to the prison other than me are Ding Yuan and Golden Hamster. Others are to stay and commit to defense. GS Heaven tier, only in distress do we recognize their value. The 10 prison planets are too far apart. I hope they make it in time. Otherwise, there's going to be a disaster.
And to all of us here, to preserve the spark of civilization.
You're demanded to be prepared to cancel your consciousness. Prison Planet Core. When did you buy out my people? People like you will never understand ideals and beliefs. Crazy bastard, even if you kill me, you won't be able to escape. Like we wanted to.
You must be unaware why the prison planets were established.
Funny. Eve been here since forever. There's something I don't know? No. Then why is the prison built around the planet core? What else if not to obtain energy for the prison's operation? This is not a life planet, and it's too far away from a star. Without the planet core's energy, we'd have turned into ice sculptures. Oh yeah, a small fry like you wouldn't know the core's secret. Let me put it this way. The prison, the guards, the prisoners, the Tastelickies foods, they're all a cover. The actual prison is this planet core. The so-called source of energy is a superstellar blockade array. Even if you aren't bullshitting, so what? You're not Jin Yuan or Zhozhua, how are you going to crack the array? Sister Luan? Here.
The great saint injected her divine blood into Chuman.
Chuman is the ancestor of the Ditu clan. Theoretically, all the descendants of Chuman carry the great saint's gene code, regardless of how many branches they have derived into. These descendants spread across the whole universe, leaving their mark. You can say the universe is full of living keys. Any of those keys can break this array. Did what evil dragon do? Were them all part of the DS Emperor's scheme?
That's right, there were so much twists and turns because
we couldn't let Dacia even have the slightest hint, otherwise the great undertaking may be not.
The great undertaking that started after the GS War. Finally, after 500 years, it finally starts to bloom. To be honest, your Ditu clan has been the great saint's gene code storage for 500 years.
Just jump, then you'll awaken the saint. So crude? No, Emperor Modern told me.
The sacrifice must be voluntarily, otherwise, our effort would be in vain.
So, you can rethink. Kill evil dragon. Avenge my son. I'll do anything. That easy? Crazy bitch. Without madness, how can miracles exist? Now, we wait. 30 minutes later. Maybe we need to wait a little longer.
There, your miracle.
You whimsical no-brainers. 1. Daxia's reinforcement is on the way. Clean your necks. Poison, but I didn't do it. How did you get in?
They accused me, so I followingly poisoned the whole village.
TL/N, a belief when is held by many people may be realized. You?
I was robbing a bank and killed dozens of people, not that I could help it, it felt too good.
All of you are rare talents. Your talents are extraordinary. When Daxia's fleet arrives, well, I'll be dead. Why don't we try this out? Who knows? We might shock Dacia and the universe. Do you want us to jump? Yeah, if a lot of people jump, the great saint might be moved. Of course, volunteer. No one is forcing you. Say less, I'm tired of living anyway. Tlin, Broke took my line. I'll go first. Here I come. Wait for me.
Now I know, I wasn't a PRSon's chief warden, I was the director of a mental hospital.
You bastards. Why don't you join them? This development is strange, we joined the Heavenly Order Society. Because we thought the DS Empire would win, but the DS Empire lost. Then we joined them again because we thought the Great Saint might turn things around, we don't want to die.
When you joined us, you said you'd preserve the Heavenly Order and abandon humane desires.
Did you think it was a joke?
If you don't volunteer, there's no need to sacrifice.
Al, how good. I thought I'd have to jump into that magma sea too. Traitors with impure intentions will give us unexpected troubles.
All of our fellows here have finished scarifying.
There are other areas on the planet. The nearest one is only about 100 kilometers away, how about we go and take them here?
The only people who are true to our ideals are all here. The others in the other areas haven't been preached by me.
They won't understand our sacrifice. Daxia's reinforcement is also coming. Alright, I'll try. Take my hand, we'll do it together. Don't want to, why have you just confessed?
If you had done it 10 years earlier, I might have been your wife.
Love is love. How can we mix it with other things? Boss, following you all these years. Thank you, and see you in the next life. Preserve the heavenly order. We the dregs of society have experienced a lot about life. Abandon humane desires. In this small prison of filth, there lie noble souls. TL/N, to be fair, gotta admire their resolve to dig in their heels for their belief. This sea of world destruction magma be the last witness of their love. No reaction. You jump too. I want to see your saint.
Later, don't be disrespectful to the saint.
A bunch of brainless mental bastards. You're trying to convert people into a saint. What saint? A no-brain saint? Good one, you jumped. I didn't. Something flew out. Black? Which bird? Is it a crow? So many. There were birds down there and they didn't become roasted chicks? B. A person? Those first few thousand people were useless. All thanks to the last pair of mandarin ducks. Ha! Ha! Has it been so long? Have people forgotten the power of love? Sake. I don't know who you are. But for you to be imprisoned here, you must be the worst of all scums. You know there is a remote for the planet core bomb inside of me. If I die, the whole planet will implode.
TL/N, bro should have jumped since the beginning, then this wouldn't have happened.
Of course, the innocent staff will perish too, but they'll understand.
Old Wang, the great saint is back on her toes again. Let's serve the great saint together and open up a new world.
Saint? Do you mean the guys who threw out poems or the guy who got crucified? Right, I was once a saint. And I am not a human anymore. I am something beyond this world. For example, you can be my feather scale. Everything is linked. To turn a person into my feather or to turn it into a person follows the same principle. To have wings and to fly, to have fun and be free. Do you want to try? I offer my whole being to the great saint.
But it's more efficient to serve tea to the great saint if I have hands and feet.
I'll dress up and meet him. A strong foe is coming. There are so many garrisons around this prison. Much appreciated for trying so hard to trap. The top brass has ordered us to eliminate whatever comes out of the prison.
No one's gonna survive this because they can't possibly have materials to withstand our cannons.
Fire. These artillery don't taste so good. Channel all the engine's energy to fire. But then we wouldn't be able to escape. Escape? No one is running from here.
If we leave without killing her, all of our friends and families are going to die.
No one is gonna be safe. She still hasn't brushed up a battle form. She must be lacking materials. You seem to have a huge misunderstanding. Ha!
This place may be far from a star, but there's still weak light coming here.
Where did so many colossal blades come from?
She pretended to not have materials.
Who pretended? My blades were the light shining upon you.
Only clear starlight deserves. Only clear starlight deserves 50 be my material.
Idiot, there's so much fun stuff in Dasha. Why do you want to go to the DS Empire so much? Only after the DS Empire's defeat, I could read the database from Evil Dragon. He gave up the easy life to wash dishes in the DS Empire.
Very smart indeed. I did a physical checkup. He must have lived on the street for a long time.
Juicy. Am right. I can never be wrong. How did this come to be? There's no doubt about it. Emperor Modern will soon acknowledge my talent. My writing is going to expose Evil Dragon's true nature. Like the many others who ventured here for fame. And ended up living horribly. It's gonna take a long time to recover this mentality. Report, major news. The #1 prison fell.
Something emerged from it.
We received a video.
The news was blocked to the public, but it didn't take long for it to leak.
Today's interstellar communications satellite is nice. I picked up a phone and found out.
It's a good feeling that three-legged crow is still sticking around.
Kids, get ready to welcome your ancestor. Our aforementioned ancestor is here. Should we be glad?
The teleportation engine was destroyed together with the ship.
Mind giving me a ride? Don't feel like it. You're not leaving, die here. Right off the bat? Why not have a cup of tea first?
I read all of Daxia's files and altogether with the DS Empire's secrets. The reason why Daxia is afraid of angels is due to you. The reason why the DS Emperor used all resources to create gods was because of you.
The person Daida's ancestor, Schumann, wanted to resurrect is you. The GS alliance fell apart. 5 centuries after the GS war, the forces fought back and forth between each other. The reason for all these is you brought their inner darkness onto the surface.
You're the source of troubles. You can absorb the main cannon's energy. I will use black holes to collapse you.
What? How were blackheads created? Black holes are just collapsed stars nonetheless.
The current time's strongest, a soul-tier powerhouse, the current admiral of Red Scale.
Daxia's strongest civil servant, not bad. You're falling short to Mu Yufeng only. Have you seen that MILF dragon? You saw her.
Yup, I was the one who reported the concept of soul tier to Daxia.
I gave up on allowing her to possess me. Something so easy would definitely have a catch.
Within my great array, we can only play with swords, spears, and halberds.
I won't fight you with soul or spiritual power, just exhaust your material.
The drawbacks of becoming a soul tier are vividly evident in you. You don't even dare to use your full strength against me. And you know the consequences of such action.
Dear, our new house should have 3 bedrooms, 1 small room each for our 2 children.
Live every day as if it's our last, you're thinking too far ahead.
We might not even see tomorrow. Yangu, if you live long enough to see our victory, I want you to do me a favor.
I have soul-tier materials at my fingertips.
How are you going to take advantage of me with your little stature? A soul tier is indeed scary. I can't beat you regarding physical strength. Why don't you get some vitamin D for your kidney deficiency?
Your energy and material are all in just light.
What if I block all light?
No black holes, no dark matter.
Simply pure darkness. This material, death metal. This material I borrowed from the Vajra planet. I can't use it as a battle form. But I can use it to seal. Without light, what can you do about this? Death metal at the size of 5 compressed. Without light for millennia, you'll turn into a fossil. Ha! 10 suns, in the high sky. The death metal was carbonized. Other angels' nuclear fission is self-destruction.
But your Grand Madinjuan and I are different.
TL/N, Dingyuan called herself Grandma in CH1. We can commit controllable nuclear fission. If there is no light, then I shall become light. Like 10 suns in the sky of darkness, I do not hesitate or make detours.
I shall burn all filth in the world, not even a speck of shadow shall be spared.
Admiral Mu is combating the strange monster that escaped from the prison planet. Regardless of the outcome, all of Daxia's fortresses are to accept as many immigrants as possible.
If the Admiral Mu happens to lose, kings, stellar lords, Admiral, put your territory on curfew and prepare to fight against the disaster no less terrifying than the GS era. To all the past enemies of Daxia, you're now citizens of Daxia and are eligible to seek refuge.
However, resources are limited.
You must do your best to contribute to our defense. The core has decrypted the hidden material regarding the great saint.
We all have seen it.
It's also consistent with our record.
Do we face an enemy or our ancestor? If as our enemy, welding swords against our ancestor. Is three-legged crow's existence still justifiable? Every sword is as strong as a main cannon.
Sure enough, so weak you're barely a soul tier at all.
Was it to disperse power? Why did you create so many top-tier clones? Hurry and destroy those clones. Gather all the power back.
Otherwise I might create a miracle of a GS heaven tier killing a soul tier by myself.
You need to gather the power in one body. Destroying those clones is no difficult task. A thought away from the EP of power.
Release, child, the one true supreme divine emperor. The of the substance heavenly will belongs to you all alone. Become the true heaven-defying dragon emperor and rule above all.
Strength. No. I'm a human. What? You're a lizard while I'm a human. We aren't meant to be together. Why are you in a daze? Talking to your mama dragon.
When you're outside, don't lean on your mother, rely on yourself.
Besides, neither that fake mother or you are anything good.
But staying with her for so long, they shed the skin of being ordinary. Your light can materialize, so can my darkness.
Not a black hole? Pure darkness? You have the fame of bearing the strongest attack power. Let me test it out if you deserve to be called such. Good. Still alive.
You're good, but without that MILF dragon.
I can't. Care less. You're only a step away from ascending heaven. Why didn't you take that final step? Human but not human, me but not me. All things are meaningless. Back then, I was only one step away from becoming the supreme god. But I didn't take that step either. When someone is at our level, they might realize. Bluntly put, humankind is the Earth's immune system.
She allowed us to develop a highly polluting and energy-consuming civilization. Wanted us to be her white blood cells.
So that we would fight off foreign enemies. Once our use is gone,
she will shit us out and flush us down.
TL/N, B-Day paper. This is on the Earth scale. What about the universal scale?
All kinds of love, righteous, ideals are as worthless as shits.
Even the gods are mere ants.
When the weaving woman divine race came for us,
their civilization was already at the end of their rope. The WW divine race was already at their limit of evolution. No longer able to proliferate and evolve.
Even if they had captured the Earth as their breeding ground,
their fate of destruction wouldn't change.
Even the world-devouring dragon empress of the WW divine race wanted you to succeed her place as the true supreme divine emperor, to be her guidance for enlightenment. You're going to be her test subject, that way.
Of course, you wouldn't want to be her test subject. Humankind is the Earth's consumable.
And the divine race are the heavenly Daos consumables.
Once your life ends, resurrection is impossible. This rule rules over both man and gods. The DS Empire did all it could, but did they manage to revive the WW divine race? They could never. It's just a cage. The universe that looks like it's boundless. Why did you rebel against Daxia? Haven't you seen the DS Empire's secret records? After the GS War's victory, I wanted to pursue the heavenly Tao. Daxia didn't allow me.
Billions of those who could have enjoyed the recently found peace could have lived on peacefully and happily. You just had to deprive them of that.
Daxia spent its last bit of strength to lock you up. The result of the GS war was pointless. The universe fell into division once more.
You destroyed the peace you fought for yourself.
Only for the illusory heavenly Tao? Peace in a cage, like a clueless fish in a fish tank. Gimme your soul. I don't have to be controlled by that dragon.
And he'll still be able to carve a Tao beyond the universe's reach.
I'd rather self-detonate. Did you forget?
Only cold weapons are accessible in my great array.
I value powerful food.
Close your eyes, you'll bite your head off painlessly. Damn you, dare to touch Big Sis Man.
Death, Chi. You inherited Nuba's legacy. Size, your nemesis. Don't overestimate yourself. Compared to Nuba and me, the GS Heaven tiers of this era are akin to green grass. You're a clone. Why did you disobey my order and come running? I can't beat that crow woman.
You also can't if you don't activate a soul tier's full power and become a man-eating god. There's a life-saving technique recorded in Nuba's legacy.
To transform into Death Chi. And blend as death itself. No one can kill death. This method can only be used once. Maybe you might resurrect or maybe not. And for that, well, let fate decide. My life's meaning began with kidnapping Mu Siyun. So please respect my final wish.
Internal Hadron Collision, the annihilation self-destruction skill of Nuba, you are ruthless. It takes 100 lifetimes to board the same ship. To have met you, I have no regrets.
What a touching love.
I had the nuclear fusion turned off, otherwise you'd have died.
Many thanks, great saint. I googled it.
You're Wan Qiandao, the leader of the God's Lamb Society. The saint is the new god, I'd like to serve the saint.
God's bootlickers existed even before my birth. And I despise them. You made the awakening of me possible.
You have done a deed so miraculous it bewilders the heaven.
Let's board a ship first. The saint is omnipotent. The entire stellar is broken up.
Serious news, the most important prisoner ever had broken out of the #1 prison planet. Red Scale's Admiral Mu Siyun and General of the Guards Ding Yuan went to eliminate the threat,
but ended up as the spoil of war.
All of Daxia enter a state of war.
All territories are to be put into curfew state. We request everyone's commitment on enforcement. The fleets in GS Heaven tier angels have limited ability. Everyone, please do your best to live.
Both Yang Nian and Rija were disciples of the saint and were killed for betrayal. Now, the then-dead saint has resurrected
and defeated Mu Siyun. To surrender or fight vote begins. 7 surrender, 2 advocate of fight. A bunch of cowards. Daxia fought hard only to lose to a person who just resurrected midway. We could defeat her back then, we can also do that now. We had other GS Heaven tiers. And also the residual influence of Mu Yufeng and Nuba. We had GS power. The declining Daxia today is incomparable. Even in decline, we managed to defeat the DS Empire. Mu Siyun did, not Daxia. Without Mu Siyun, would not amount much to the DS Empire. Asshole. I advocate war, by the absolute veto power of the Great Elder. Great Elder, rethink, your veto is only usable once. Only once can you ignore the voting decision and act arbitrarily.
But to offend the saint, you are gambling on the creation of a sea of surfing to the people. No one would be there to take responsibility.
Because all of the Elder Council would be destroyed. All of you are the embodiment of Daxia's spirit of resistance. Think, WHYD, you ever think of surrendering today? Great Elder, are you putting all the lives of the universe at stake? Gamble? At stake?
No, in her eyes, everyone is a sacrificial offering.
How can something that's worthless be gambled? We accept your veto.
And we wish all lives good luck. The most remote territory of Dacia, a place of commerce closest to the prison planet. The Corps has decided to fight the Saint.
Because the Saint broke out of prison and killed Evil Dragon. What's that for? The Saint is one of us, human. TL/N, bro binged instead of Googled. Between hers and Evil Dragon's rule, what's the difference? What's that? TL/N, looks like a dude with long hair. Everyone, don't panic. I just got out of prison and am still naked. Just here for some clothes, and I'll be on my way. Our entire setup was set up by the Saint.
Himiko, your battle form also comes from her.
She would see through you as clear as the sun. That's the gamble. She thought she knew us in and out. We've USD the best resources we have to build this berserk battle form. If this isn't enough, we will be needing you in hell. A 10 tie-in. Sisters. Farewell. Nice, I like this. I don't have money, can I pay with something else? No. No need for money. It's an honor to be of service to the Saint. How can I allow that? I am not a robber. If you buy, you must pay. Eve paid more than I should. Rearranging your molecules, removing excess impurities.
Replace your waste matter with my radiance, become my feather scale.
Break away from limitation and the lowly lives, and accompany me to eternal life. Duh.
Each one of them is a mini reactor.
Isn't that amazing?
The nearest commerce station had been captured by the Saint. Not a single life was spared. No, according to me, they weren't killed. Specifically, only their identities as humans were killed. They continue to exist with another identity.
That's a juncture. This is a sacrificial offering.
But not to gods, instead to her.
The Saint doesn't want to create a divine race.
She only wants to biologically increase her feather scales.
848th Transit Station, Three-Legged Crow's Territory. There are enough seats, please board orderly. We can't transfer so many ships at once, we don't have enough seats.
No time to worry, just tack as many as possible.
That 15. It's the Saint. She's going to kill all of us. Stay calm. The same happened during the GS era. The humans panicked and trampled on each other like anthills.
I felt sorry for them and tried to save as many of them as possible. But later, as my strength increased, I knew more and my perspective changed. Looking over those anthills gave me a type of excitement.
Here come Daxia's fleet? My grand disciple, Himiko. Good disciple, pledge me your loyalty.
I may allow you to witness miracles.
Satellite photograph was sent from Three-Legged Crow's territory.
Himiko met up with the Saint.
Three-Legged Crow was created by the Saint. A bird returning to its mother's embrace is not betrayal. Shit, they're doing it. You are of GS tier but incomplete. I can make you complete and evolve like I did. Within our arrays. We can only use cold weapons, come. Betraying your master and letting down your ancestor is an unforgivable crime. Get out of here quickly, I won't manage for long. Quick! Why does it matter? They are just dirty particles to the universe. What significance does it make? You can't even get over this point. No wonder you aren't a true GS heaven tier. A soldier's duty is to protect.
Old woman, you read too much cultivation novels. So much so you take breaking through as your life's goal. I haven't given up my life goal at my age. Child, you're more mature than me. A perverted psychopath's ideal. The last one was only for show, now take this. Python style 2 tis word woe. Accompany my grand disciple to play. Sword energy fuses into a nuclear explosion. The idea is good. More to come, get serious. With my grand disciple's level, getting serious will hurt my pride. Your battle forms foundation is a feather scale I left behind. I have these things covering my entire body. You want to use one of them against me? How? Oh, I didn't tell you. I also have a clone. Himiko was bested before she could unleash her ultimate. What do you expect? Why would the enemy wait for you to transform or call out names of their techniques before landing an attack? For being my grand disciple, I'll give you 3 seconds to consider your surrender. No need for that, Eve located you. So you were the bait. Meteorite Sworst Array. Damn it! That grandma is very strong. But not too far from our calculation. We've refined materials worth of a dozen mineral planets. Each sword is enabled with GPS to make sure to kill you. Scorching sun you are, sink deep down into the depth of the ocean to cool down. Himiko even defeated the saint. So powerful. I attack you, why are you harming innocent civilians? In a GS Heaven tier battle, the sky may split, the earth may rupture. Some mortal sacrifices are indispensable. Child, what you just did was a drizzle compared to my downpour, yours didn't deserve to be called a sword array. Why don't you experience mine? No. I can't. Adjust my meridians. Lady. Are you baffled? When I grabbed you, I sealed your meridians. You should be the one feeling BAF fling. What? You made the puppet body into a collapsed condense bomb. We have lost the signal of the saint. It seems even the saint is no match for the collapse of spacetime. Himiko. The mightiest heaven tier. I succeeded in betraying my master and letting down my ancestor. I feel so appreciative. The saint is dead. There's no more need to evacuate Dasha. We can start the rebuilding. She bought us some time. Continue the evacuation. The saint is gone. Do we still need to evacuate? Sober up. Little idiot, your body is quite powerful. Yeah, it's comparable to the compression of Jupiter into a black hole. Anything in its range would be completely annihilated. It was a self-destruction program set by Godfather. Musiyun, even in death, you saved all of us. It's kinda hot. I don't remember the star here being so hot. Our satellite captured 8 stars. God damn. The sun in the myth never rises alone. I commend you for having destroyed 2 of my clones. I found your fight interesting and likable. What they struggled hard to beat was just the saint's clone. According to the myth, the saint has no less than 10 clones. Ha! Can a heaven tier have that many clones? Heaven tier, yeah, but she's a heaven tier that defeated Musiyun. She's no different from a soul tier in strength. We've chanced upon an unkillable character from some novels. Except for she's an antagonist. A. No one is free from the reach of light. Why can't I move? I was the one who set up three-legged crow's system.
When I grabbed you just now, I inputted instructions.
To stand still and die.
Lady, they'll take one for you one last time.
But you'll be gone forever.
Everything for the ultimate.
What we wanted since the start.
Lady, being one with you was a pleasure.
Don't say such ridiculous things. A certain transit station under three-legged crow's command. 600,000 evacuated, leaving 2 million dead. Seeing how you're still alive, you deserve to be my most robust feather scale. I wanted to defeat you, and then return home to be a housewife. In the end, it's come to this final solution.
Why, you? So this is the true ultimate trap you set up for me. The Saint's antivirus is more unbreakable than anything. I could only parse myself into Himiko's system.
And wait for my chance, and infect your system. I remember now, you're the devilish Taoist Mu Yufeng's junior brother.
Your information is not available on the internet.
Which means you have a high status, and you must be doing very well.
I am Daxia Kor's great elder. I am here to put a stop to you. You don't even have a physical body. You don't even have a real soul. You don't even have real emotions. You are just an AI. Do you want to fight me with spiritual power?
I don't look forward to competing against you with spiritual power.
As omnipotent as you are, you're still made of matter.
And therefore must have a system.
Ha! You want to corrupt me with your lowly comput ing power?
You're truly a saint. If you can use all your computing power, of course I would admit my inferiority. But am not here to have a friendly exchange.
I am here for the universe. For it, I must fight you to my last breath. Even if I can't corrupt you, I will be able to lock you up at least. You're destroying yourself just to lock me up. Is it worthwhile? During the GS era, I wasn't of help. For 5 centuries, an idler have been.
I just make pancakes and never made any contribution to Daxia. Today, I fulfill my duty as the great elder.
Senior brother, I am on my way to give you a report. Following the footsteps of the saint, I fear no planet explosion.
Always grateful for the saint's grace.
Being alive feels good. Don't be happy too soon, we're exiled in the Milky Way. Exile? Do you know what my ultimate is? In the saint's array, everyone is forced to use cold weapons. To be exact, it's the lack of electricity that disallows using hot weapons.
So, they can use any non-electrically controlled weapons. That lowly Taoist wrote himself as a virus. And hacked my system.
Now, I don't have internet access. All signals from across the universe will go over me. Be it signals from around me. Even walkie-talkie's radio wave would be affected by my magnetic field and malfunction. Just by being near me, no one can use the internet. Don't underestimate this vast galaxy. Without internet for navigation, it's hard to know whether you're moving forward. Not to mention a place of life, thus an exile. But no need to worry too much. We still have some material leftovers to make a ship. It's a pity this traitor is dead already. She could have made a perfect feather scale. Get on board and fly wherever.
Till death I shall follow the saint.
GS heaven tier material in my hand. No matter how boundless the expanse of the universe is, Eve plenty of time. I will dig you out one by one. Both Himiko and the great elder passed.
They used their lives to buy us time.
Tianxian can't hold any more refugees.
There are sporadic riots. Some have Crete as Shiri religion. They set up a shrine and worship the saint every day, wanting to submit to her. No one is allowed to slaughter each other, for the survival of the majority, surrendering is not an option. The Qianyuan realm has taken in 10 billion refugees and is still relatively stable.
Everyone must see clearly that the sage doesn't need you to surrender.
She only needs to refine your flesh and blood into crows.
If you don't want to turn into juncture crows, hold on. The universe has entered an era of fear.
No one knows when 10 suns will suddenly appear above their heads.
TL/N, 10 Sun Shiri. All the safest forts are located at the major planets. Wallitania is a small nation that has no massive army to guard its tiny planet. We must immigrate our entire nation to Pleiades.
Sister Hamster is right, as the Emperor of Pleiades, he'll allow Wallitania to immigrate here, with kindness. We may be small, but we're also country. Daughter, back then you bore the banner of our resistance to invasion.
You taught us to resist Ditu. You gave the actual rule over our country.
Now, another catastrophe is approaching.
You're asking us to give up our nation.
What's more, to become a refugee of Pleiades, we need to agree to its conditions. That's like annexation. To be one of our refugees, you need to speak our Pleiades language.
Abandon your former tradition and become true citizens of Pleiades. We hope you understand.
These are the boundaries of the masses. I too sometimes need to listen to their wishes.
Well, always welcome Wallitania. Sister Hamster, I'll leave you to convince your citizens. All of you don't want to leave?
Princess, in the past few years of your rule,
the people who are afraid of death have been sent away by you.
Those who remain here are courageous people.
You're a general of red scale. Just carry out your mission. We're not so fragile we can't defend ourselves.
Godfather, big sis, you're all gone. I may be GS Heaven tier, but I'm just a headless fly, my death too is imminent.
T/N, I'm just a headless fly, live without the head for a moment, but will still die, thus my deed is imminent. You'd rather lose to a heaven tier
than jump into being a true soul tier.
You got this poor wife dumbified.
So-called God Emperor is an individual who begins another divine race that will kill and plunder for hundreds of millions of years.
Again and again, the cycle of fighting continues. This certain action is unreasonable. The natural cycle of the heavenly Daos blessing to a race, how is it unreasonable? What heavenly cycle? If I don't like it, it's unreasonable. I am me, not your arranged puppet. Your power is strong, but that's not mine. You're wasting time here, I don't know what the outside has become. For how long can your wives, concubines, and women survive? If you change your mind now, you might never age and live forever in bliss. How beautiful is that? I want help you to ascend the Tao. They're not my toys. The universe's residents are also not the god's slaves.
Back then, they didn't need Mu Yufeng died to slay the gods.
Now they also don't need Mu Siyun. 107th Interstellar Commercial Station. 20 light-years away from Wallitania. The moment the saint awoke, the price soared.
I'm so thankful to the saint's grace, even a water bottle I sell for 10,000 is sought after desperately.
Millionaires may be pulled down, but some Atlan every economic recession, many loses, some thrive in chaos, fry one.
Of course, you should thank the saint for allowing you to become her feather scales. The saint will come soon, prepare to welcome her grace.
White-haired, nice bird, name your price.
The bird is the saint's feather scale. Your hands that are not purified by the sun's radiance don't deserve to touch it.
What if I touch it? Welcome to the family. What? What's going on? I'll go ahead and draw a map. I'll return to report to the saint later. Along with the map.
Going back and forth is troublesome, but this is the only method.
That damn Taoist's virus is really condemning.
It took 3 months to just find one station. As soon as I got here, the magnetic field of the planet below got disrupted.
TL/N reminded me how GPS was created for wars. So did computers. Where is the nearest habitable planet? Walnutania. Daughter, you're. Walnutania only has a population of 2 mil. Even if Pleiades doesn't accept us, we can just pick one of Tiantian's satellite planets and stay there. I too love Walnutania. But only when you're alive does Walnutania exist. Hello, boss, yes, I'm in Walnutania. Preserve the heavenly Tao and extinguish humane desire. We have a traitor. Our location has been exposed. Quick, get out of here. A gravitational attack. The entire stellar has been transformed into a great array. Quite an extravagant move. Not good, the ship can't bear it. Let me see your array eye. We might not have hot weapons. But throwing swords from this height is no different from throwing meteorites. The sword hit in the center and broke the array. Land. Their high-heat anti-air cannons can't be activated with me here. Little hamster, I can smell your shampoo from here. Red Scales medicinal soap, hamster flavor. Medicinal soap? Smells like a hamster. Damn it, I was tricked. Stellar of the Kingdom of Walnutania. Gas planet, Davil. Reddish natural gas mine. Red Scale system, Shanghai Heavy Industries investment. Core of the reddish giant. Escaping from a 5-century sentences. Doesn't mean you served your time. You went so far to refine your homeland to seal me. Tlin, maybe the plan was to abandon the planet for this case use and not because of its fragile defense. Perlade, even the traitor was even took into account. As long as the Walnutania population can live. It's just a planet. But with just this puny array? Spatial blockade. We succeeded. She can't tear the space. Kunlun mainship. Is that all? 2GS Heaven tier just to seal the great saint. They're so open with money. What tray you gonna do? You're within my range. Shoot me with your main cannons, or maybe you can't. Our array successful. LY outcast her magnetic field. The main cannons are functioning properly and charging. Good, prepare the maximum output, fire. Mainship additions. Kunlun main cannon. Report, the Saint's magnetic field vanished. Walnutania also disappeared. Golden Hamster, thanks for your effort. Dasha will arrange a new planet for Walnutania's citizens. Well done. Our righteous sister. For the sake of the universe, Walnutania has paid a very big price. Xianyuan can take in Walnutania refugees. To share Pleiades' pressure. Our Kunlun mainship was dispatched. We did our utmost to seal Walnutania stellar and block starlight from approaching. Without the starlight, the saint is nothing. Our hometown is gone. But as long as our people live, anywhere is home. Thank you, King, for your great sacrifice. Sister Hamster, you can temporarily stay in our Pleiades for 20 years. Thanks. I love Sister Hamster. She selflessly saved the universe. She is Evil Dragon's only successor. Only she can carry the burden of leading Dasha. Galaxy Watch here in Pleiades to report. See? Why is it cut off? Damn, the internet in Pleiades is really shit. Our internet is outsourced to Shanghai Heavy Industry. There is no way this can happen unless. Order for total curfew. Prepare for battle. Preserve the heavenly order, rid off human desires. Disciple of the Heavenly Order Society greets the saint. Wan Xiandao is truly matchless, having so many disciples all across the universe. I can't access the internet. I just have to find someone who can guide. We're happy to be able to clear the way for the saint. I can't turn you into my feather scale yet. I need you to find me many more followers to pave the way for me. 200 billion people. This is a feast. I like it. Since it's so close, I'll just shout. Hey! Pleiades people, you didn't expect this, right? The one who just died in Walnutania was just my clone. We just arrived at Pleiades, and now we have to flee again? I'm afraid we can't even. You've waited long enough, now I'll bestow warmth upon you. Would rather blow all of us up than become your crows. I hear you, Baucis descendant, Pleiades' little emperor. Grandma will keep you as my pet. That little girl's array is quite challenging, just what I wanted. I can't materialize. What, oh, boundless Lord Buddha? Why must the layman meet with swords, fighting and killing? Buddhism religion and worship, but why not sit down, enjoy some tea, and listen to the old monk talk about the upgraded version of The Plum and the Golden Vase? I guarantee it's more exciting than the original. The Plum and the Golden Vase, Jin Ping Med, is a Chinese novel written during the late Ming Dynasty. It is considered one of the major classics of Chinese literature and is notable for its detailed portrayal of the daily life and desires of ordinary people in China. Deplorable bald donkey of the Vajra planet. Was it you who designed the array that sealed me? You vile bunch are Daxia's dogs. Daxia promised us to promote Buddhism. It was a virtue. It was a sincere cooperation, no one was a dog. Layman has reflected your sin in a hell of fire for 5 centuries. Your killing intent built up instead of subsided. It's a pity. Bald donkey, back then the death metal battle form of the 5th gen heaven tier you made wasn't a match for me. All it boasted was its robustness. Perhaps it was too rigid and couldn't do anything to you. I am moderate in robustness, maybe I can set things straight. There's golden light in the sky. It's the venerable from the Vajra planet, we're saved. So this was your elaborate trap. Luring me into the Vajra Great Array. No. Monks don't set traps, this is a VIP room to help the layman meditate and reflect. Till you accept my legacy? You will gradually exit the state between life and death. And become a runaway couple with me. You, a divine god emperor, can die? Of course I can, death total nothingness. The so-called soul can only exist attached to a body. When the body perishes, the soul dissipates, matter determines consciousness. Even with my immeasurable strength, I rely on divine blood as my core, with a wisp of residual soul to exist to this day. What if I use the technology to resurrect the dead? That thing called resurrection isn't real. You can create the same person as the person that died. But that'd be another person. I've seen countless geniuses trying to revive the dead, only to finally end up as a madman. Birth and death are the universe's fundamental logic. You aren't qualified to negotiate with the heavenly Tao. No matter how much sacrifice you offer, you won't revive anyone. Even a god emperor failed to bring someone back to life. What's there in it to be won? Let's take a look at your myths. Taoism pursue the Tao and longevity. That's substantial. Longevity is indeed possible. But no matter how powerful Taoism is, it can never revive the dead. 9 Heaven Nuba used death chi, all in all, she wasn't dead. If she were really dead, she would never revive no matter what. If you insist on your way, you'll ultimately end up just like that girl, a burning flame of madness. Everyone around her burns like an abyss, devouring all the living beings. Layman, the gods are merciful and kind. Your endless killing will definitely come back to you. The WW divine race ravages every corner of the universe. The Vajra clan only hold up chanting their sutras. You all became gods. The heaven treats all lives as worthless. I am acting from the heaven's perspective. And you're calling me evil? The cruel WW divine race.
Though they laid waste to countless civilizations, they also built their own civilization.
And other civilizations, even if only for their own sake.
We of the divine races follow the heavenly order.
We destroy and create.
Layman, you only destroy but not create.
The heavenly will doesn't tolerate such an action. Nothing to fret about, just the usual gravity. What's more important is your obsession. Let go of your obsession and you'll be liberated. Talking nonsense is very easy, and you stupid monks chant ing is nothing short of nonsense. Then let this old monk give you a hand, okay? My feathers are disappearing. Those are your sins. I'll liberate you from sins.
No need to worry, this time, it's on the house.
Stupid monk, do you want me to become your disciple?
If the layman wants to, I'd sweep a small temple just for you.
What a powerful Buddhist aura. I'm almost converted.
I pray to Lord Buddha for a beautiful nun.
Is the abbot trying to illegally bring in a religion? Is he trying to convert Tiangshuan's state religion into Buddhism? Stupid monk, is your Buddhist aura radio waves? Indeed, and it will turn the layman into a nun. Is that so? Electricity? Easy then. Pulse interference to your radio waves. Pulsars are also stars. Hold on a minute, layman, this is a violation. Turning on a light bulb and pretending it's some Buddhist aura. Ridiculous. I might not be able to use any weapons here due to your array.
But a novel protagonist is always trained in both sword arts and bodily arts.
A King Kong, huh? Let's see who's tougher, you or me.
Too much rigidity leads to being easily breakable.
I am tough but flexible and know how to be flexible. I am a team player.
Vajra heavy hammers, I hope the layman likes it.
Good, come at me together. Holy shit. Lord Buddha. A bunch of despicable monks. Sneak ing around. You're trying to show off in front of an expert? Are you not taking me seriously? Chanting sutras, huh? Let's see who's better at it. No weapon can be used within the array. But the layman yourself is a weapon. Oh, did you just realize? I am one with the sword. The sword is me, and I am the sword. Holy cow, the Buddhist aura is gone. So is my nun. Infinite Lord Buddha. Done yet. Let me send you to meet Buddha. What? Devaville planet teleportation succeeded. And anyway, let me introduce you to our Dharma Vajra guardian. Sitagarba. Sister Hamster. Our daughter is still the most reliable. Transforming the entire Devaville into a battleship. And teleported here. The material of Vajra planet fused with the Pataranitaran of Walnutania. With the Dharma Vajra guardian as the array's core. Your sins are your strength. To deal with you, violence is not the way, must first rid off your sins. Holding on to those memories will only lead to pain. Let it go. It's easy to say. Black cloud covers the city. Too depressing. When looking at those black clouds, why do I feel so saddened? Frightening sins. Even this old monk can't see the end. It's a star for sure, but there's not even a bit of light in its core. Only boundless sadness, anger, and murderous intent, and love? You know nothing about love. Your gas planet is similar to Jupiter. Guardian, be wary. Devaville, ignited. Guardian. This is not the saint's imagery. It's an actual star. Whoa. It's too close. Pleiades array won't be able to ward off all the UV rays. If the universe is a desert, stars are the grains of sand countless. Even if there's no star, I just have to ignite a gas planet. Every part of the universe can be my fuel. She's sewing for the citizens. Stop her. Like I thought, you hedgehogs. Looks like today is my day. Oh. I can never be your dear MC anymore. Pleiades array won't hold for long. You can't go. If the world has no trouble, I devote myself in seeking the truth of Tao. But since the world is in turmoil, I better do my part. Doozy, you'll be the admiral going forward. I don't want to. Admiral, don't we have another choice? Fate always realizes. There is an end to everything. Taoist sisters. Take it easy. If I don't go to hell, hole? You dead man can't even be sealed with the power of both Buddhism and Taoism. Doozy, well, hold her down. Shoot. Hee, dying with pretty women beside me. My death is quite fancy. Little girl, you're still young and have a long way to go. We still need you to welcome the Emperor. When Admiral Mu returns later. Preserve the heavenly order and eliminate humane desires. Preserve the heavenly order and eliminate humane desires. 20 years ago, the Vajra Abbot and 2 GS Heaven Tears joined force to seal the saint. To welcome the saint into the world again, sacrifice your lives. Preserve the heavenly order and eliminate humane desires. Preserve the heavenly order and eliminate humane desires. Preserve the heavenly order and eliminate humane desires. Over the years, the believers of the Heavenly Order Society have grown a lot. Shouldn't be happening since they always kill themselves. Some time ago, the insect queen planet was infiltrated and had a lot of damage done. The original Ditu clan of the DS Empire completely integrated into the Heavenly Order Society, becoming its very core. When we captured the DS Empire, we didn't kill them all. We left a hidden danger. And now hell breaks loose. After the saints sealing in Pleiades, chaos ensues in the universe. According to the original testament, the saint can only be sealed for 20 years. The time is almost up, shall be back. Wave after waves of fanatics sacrifice themselves. Due to the civil strife in the strongholds these 2 decades, our population remains below 10B. The best thing we can do is try to maintain this number. 450th Commercial Station. Heaven defying evil dragon. Heaven defying evil dragon. Aya. Senkei. Everyone is here. The Heavenly Order Society occupied the former DS Imperial City. One Kiandeos live also recruited many believers. For the saints breaking free. Shed need a guide. That person is Wan Xiandao. He's trying to induce a 2 billion people of sacrifice. In the DS Imperial Stellar. Our mission is to stop those 2 billion people. We're going to have to cause thousands of assassinations. Heaven defying evil dragon, may the Father bless us. Society President, why do so many people follow you? You're wrong. They're not following me, they follow the saint. The saint is eternal. After years of hard work, my already modified body is on the verge of breakdown. Like you and me, there are many mortals. All they want to do is live. If by becoming the saint's scale can they live forever, they'll. Evil dragon failed because he was unpopular. 2. Did the DS Emperor. They were so extraordinary they forgot the feeling of the commons. I succeeded because I am one of the untouchables.
TL/N, untouchables, literally so lowly you don't want to or shouldn't touch them. I understand the untouchables' madness even for a glimmer of hope at life.
20 years have gone by. The new sacrificial time has come, how can we lay still? Preserve the heavenly order and extinguish humane desires. Uncle, we have a bond at begging.
Tlin, this begging include two characters rs both mean begging but one of them also means to send out troops. Wish us both success.
Dragon King battle form. Twin gods. Ashura battle form. They are all Musai's clone. They went into hibernation after his death.
Only Dragon Concubine is awake.
Mu gave her her freedom. Now she oversees Earth's safety.
After three-legged crow lost our heaven tier.
During the last 2 decades, many deserted us.
We've lost our fighting force.
We can't help you.
Sorry, we can't help you.
Kunlun is tasked to protect the 3 core stellas of Dasha. Admiral Do, do you want to see the universe annihilated and do nothing?
20 years ago, during the sealing.
I already overdrawn my life force. It'll only be a burden now. I just want to leave and meet my godmother. I can't help you. Tianxian is dirt poor.
After accepting the refugees, a civil war broke out some time ago.
We just quelled the chaos. Our treasury is empty. Also, your father just passed. Your mother is saddening in deep grief. She won't hold out for much.
Please come to Pleiades to accompany her on her last days, as her daughter.
Sister, I'll take a gamble with you.
Advisor, the insect queen planet's red scale's last asset. Since the departure of Godfather, Eve been thinking.
Eve been thinking about this for 20 years.
My mother had been nagging at me to marry and continue our lineage. Only until last year did she stop. Because my hubby died long ago. It's justified to burn his legacy dedicated to him.
There may be nothing left of it later. But if it means stopping the seal from breaking, I'll also help you. Jun Yuan. Thanks, but how? You don't have the resources. Plunder them. Xianyuan has little resources and a war is breaking out. I am going to take away its remaining resources and invest it in stopping the seal from breaking. I am a sinner to Qianyuan. But I do not regret.
If the saint manages to rise again, we're powerless to stop her.
Why can't I escape here on my own? Why must I need your strength? Simply because no one believes you are alive. Does consciousness really determine matter? TL/N, idealism? If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound?
Before the universe's birth, there was no matter. The universe came into being because someone believed it existed.
That saint was in the same state as you. But because many believed she was still alive, she was revived.
Just admit it, your years of hard work. You wanted to create a higher civilization where everyone can decide their own fate.
This act is defying the heaven.
I decide my own fate, the heaven has no right to decide my fate, this is a very costly act.
And the way of life is to avoid heavy cost actions.
In human terms, it's laziness. So lazy they'd let a saint live in their places. All they have to do is be one of her feathers/scales.
The saint has countless followers. You have none. As no one believes in you, you can't exist. As long you take after her footstep, you'd be back alive that very moment. I am your guide dragon. A dragon that will always love and believe in you.
The location of the saint's sealing.
If you want to welcome the saint, you must come to Pleiades. Let's get going. Everyone, show them deaths. Your Majesty, we are being surrounded by sacrifices.
They're breaking our blockade.
Assholes, bullying us. You assholes, get out of here. The saint is dead. No amount of sacrifices will bring her back. Pleiades Emperor won't let us in. Fine, we do it outside. The saint was sealed in outer space anyway. Preserve the heavenly order, eliminate human desires. Sister, we've attracted their firepower. Go ahead and do your thing. The saint was sealed in the outer space of Pleiades. The place of the saint's sealing and her revival may not be the same place. According to our deduction, shall most likely revive in this place. A place of her birth, raising, and finally canonized. The earth. If the saint revive on the earth, will dragon concubine be able to stop her? No, I am not the same Joeying I used to be. The place doesn't matter as long as the sacrifice is sincere. Tian Xian. Preserve the heavenly order, eliminate human desires. Bastards, they're charging at the array to suicide. Preserve the heavenly order, eliminate human desires. Qian Yuan. Preserve the heavenly order, eliminate human desires. There are formation masters among the sacrificers trying to disarray the array. DS formation ship. 5,000 formation masters willingly became human computers. They will to use their brains to disarm the enemy's blockades. No. There are experts among them. Hold on, you'll break the array physically. An incoming attack. Just in time. Go, the first batch of sacrifice. Preserve the heavenly order, eliminate human desires. We killed ordinary civilians, we committed a sin. They're no longer humans. They're possessed by demons. Thank you for killing so many people, for helping us quicken the process. Newsflash, a group of sacrifices broke into an array in Qianyuan. The Guard General Zheng Yuan went to the forefront personally and killed indiscriminately. Back then, we only sealed the saint. We didn't kill Wan Qiandao and his society. As long as these people are around, the saint will continue to gain believers and be revived again. Our mission today is to kill Wan Qiandao. He is the source of the suffering there is now. The DS Imperial City is heavily guarded. We can't engage in an open fight, and must assassinate him. TL/N, these three have never had a silent assassination. After joining the society, I feel more energetic than ever. We must work hard. One day, we'll become high-level sacrifices. Stop, you look suspicious. We are just normal assassins. Silent infiltration successful as always. Enemies. The enemies are strong. Employ Tier 1 puppets. New battle form. Divine meridians embed with arrays. Much better than the old stuff. A huge spatial rift has appeared in the stratosphere. What comes out of that rift is starlight. Since there are also members of the heavenly order on the earth, they're doing sacrifices from here. We can make out that this is the saint's resurrection place. This is the saint's hometown. The saint is reviving. Die now, or would be too late. This isn't good. The saint's spiritual attack has begun. The entire solar system relies on the sun's energy. The saint was canonized in the solar system. This is her home ground. The ones with the craziest faith have already turned into crows. No. I haven't turned into a crow yet. Dragon concubine, how long can you hold out? No idea, but I will die with the earth. A. You want to transform into birds and merge outside? Dragon concubine is having a bout with the saint.
The Earth is safe for now, but who knows for how long? We waited 20 years to sacrifice ourselves.
Don't stop us. You and Dragon concubine have very good symmetry. Why don't you join my Heavenly Order Society? We came here to kill you, not to join you. With just you few? We're accomplished now. After all, we spent 2 decades studying the divine soldier technology of the DS Empire. How can false gods defeat the true Buddha? Vajra Sarira. You're correct. Vajra upholds the justice of the heaven. Are you thinking we only have mortal followers?
Our society has developed for thousands of years.
We've collected countless talents. Your Vajra battle form was destroyed 20 years ago. You're not as strong as you used to be. A weak Buddha is no match to a strong Mara. Honey, return to where you belong. You are dead, you should stay dead.
Don't disturb the world of the livings.
You are also dead, but you can stay here. Then why can't I? I am not living now.
Mu Siyun created a physical body for me so I can stay to protect the earth.
I am different. I want to live. But I also want the others to live. They have become my feather and scales. Becoming immortals. Even if you resurrect him, seeing the way you are, will he still love you? The people who I once loved and cared for, I will ALS0 resurrect them.
Even if he hates me, scolds me, beats me, or kill me.
As long as I can see him at peace, even at the cause of my death.
You were born on Earth, but she doesn't recognize you.
Everyone will be at peace if you just keep being dead. I can't care less, the Earth is going to be my object. Doozy, I can't hold on much longer. The black hole array is ready. Collapse Jupiter into a black hole. Sent the saint into the black hole. Let her disintegrate.
The rift has been temporarily subdued. I hope Sister Hamster will finish soon.
Don't worry, she is finished successfully.
Shall become our creme de la creme sacrifice. These are the sinners that disrupted the Saintess reawakening.
We caught these sinners. In the vast universe. There are thousands more of them. They have a common belief in Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon has been cleanly defeated and killed by the Saint 20 years ago. Yet so many people still remember him. This shows his intense evil aura that invades the humans' minds. With these 3 as the head start, we'll cut them to pieces and declare war on the followers of Evil Dragon. Let me secretly give you a chance to atone.
Convert to our order and we'll spare you from death.
Cut me or kill me, do as you please. The long-dead Evil Dragon still has a loyal official as you. Godfather is not dead. No matter how many people say Godfather's dead, I hold firm belief he's alive. I feel like some people believe I'm alive. You must be daydreaming. It's more realistic to use my power. All lives on Earth
only exist because of the sun's energy. Be it natural gas or oil, they all come from the sun. Fundamental Y.
Even lives in the deep sea that never see light. They also use energy stored in the Earth. A spatial rift has been detected near the sun. The Earth isn't the mother of the sun. The sun is the Earth's mother. The solar system Great Array. Lock the sun. Don't let her break free. Charge the main cannons and aim at the rift. You're just the Earth's god. The sun is equivalent to 1.3 million Earth. And you're not even a living human. You're a corpse that's supposed to be dead since long ago. Insect. Don't even think of stopping me. Have some more. Hold. All that effort of yours, and here I am. I got back both my life and internet signal. Believers, your saint has returned. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Now you can faithfully come to the altars to sacrifice yourselves. The saint is back. These three will be the foremost sacrifice. Sister, to tell you the truth, I don't believe that Godfather is still alive. However, a life spent trying to avenge Godfather is a well-spent life. Aya, do you feel the same way? Only execution by main cannons can cleanse their sins. Why did it shoot the sky? Red Scales Asset, Insect Queen Plant. This is Godfather's last heritage. The planet is rich in Shirong. Once imploded, the entire stellar will be gone. None of you is going to live. Jinyuan has sealed off this stellar. Cease your dreams of becoming her feather and scale. No. Don't do that, we don't want to die by your hands. We want to become a part of the saint. Hold on, we can talk this out. You can be one of us too as long as you believe in the saint. Since Godfather is here no more, we shall be on our way to him. Even if the entire universe doesn't think so, I hold my unshakable faith that he's still alive. You are the Earth's primordial god. And also the Earth's immune system. Are you ready to disappear with the Earth? The Earth is also your mother. True, a very suitable sacrifice for me. The ancestral land of mankind is about to be destroyed. We've failed completely. The Earth, obliterated. Evil Dragon's Insect Queen Planet. Godfather is still alive. Hell, come back and lead us to victory. It's beyond me to think that there is still someone who still believes you are alive. What a pity, to prevent me from throwing myself to you. In this vast universe, there's only one strand of faith that absolutely believes I am alive. However, that will suffice. He died. What in misfortune, Shiri soars high in the sky, the saint has returned, and he died. You are, heaven-defying Dragon Emperor Musiyun. Correct. Godfather. Thank you, little hamster. Thanks to you, I managed to wake up. Everything you had just witnessed was real. But as long as they haven't really happened yet, there's still time for reversal. Musiyun, you're not dead. I get it now. She caught an instant glimpse of the Tao. She went into the future. With her unbreakable faith, she brought back Admiral Mu. You realized the Tao and saw the future? Dandan, you're alive. Kittigarb. The past me, the present me, and the future me are the only insane. She's at the peak of heaven tier, the same level as the saint. One more step, shall attain nirvana and become Buddha.
Locked on.
Hurry up.
We're about to fire.
With just that? How is this possible? What are you? Godfather is back. Admiral of Red Scale, heaven-defying evil dragon Museyun is back. I miss you 50 much. He crawled back from hell. Hell is his house. He comes in and out as he pleases. Our daughter is a lucky charm. Admiral Mu, fighting. Shiri Great Array. What if you come back? I only need to delete you again. Death Chi is the best way to deal with stars. I can tell with a glance you've not ascended to Soul Tier. Do you have Death Chi? I didn't, she did. Found you. Oh. Big 515. Roasted Goose Rice Girl. Iron Pagoda. Is this hell? Where is Yama? I want a reborn rich. No, you weren't actually dead, so I pulled you back. You can be resurrected, so do your loved ones. The person I love totally died. I am going to blow up the entire unfair universe. Sacrifice them all to me. I'll erase you all at the molecular level. A dead man that doesn't want to stay dead. Let me let you experience true death. Pure death Chi. Not volatile, by very subtle. Death is a fundamental law of the universe, there's no bad or good. Death Chi. You're the same with Nuba back then. Nuba is dead, and no one is living in her stead. She's not a jumping corpse like you. I am me, and definitely not Nuba, but I can send you to meet Nuba. Then come. A moon of Pleiades. Congratulations to Big Sis for returning kicking and alive, and slapping the old face of the saint. Charge at full speed. To Godfather and Iron Pagoda's support. Master, must you go? What's so great? If you conjure up a star, you'll just have to destroy it. I must, even at the cost of my death with Godfather and Big Sis. Big words coming from you. I doubt you'd dare to if it's the star of Pleiades. Everyone will freeze to death. She's going to eat away our star. Don't forget about us. Supreme Majestic Law protects the stars. Stars are a part of the Grand Tao, a source of life. How can it be taken away by you just because you want to? The Tao 15 1 meter high, I am 10. Who said there's only one of me? So what if there are 10 of you? If 10 come, I will kill 10. And who said there are 10 of me? Why do you think I went to much length to create scales and feathers? Each of them 15 a battle form. In the end, it comes to a gang fight. Godfather, Big Sis. Cheer up, why are you crying? You should be happy to be able to have a group fight. Okay. Group fight, here goes. Eve Moore. You do you. I'm splitting off Pleiades. SC.
You are still not a soul tier like before, but your strength is increasing rapidly. I am neither a heaven tier nor a soul tier, I am just Musiyun. You either kill yourself, or I kill you.
I have a better idea. Why don't we fight it out until the collapse of the universe?
I will ignite the gas planets and the 5 surrounding stellas.
How are you going to deal with that? There are 200 if not more gaseous planets in the surrounding stellas.
If all of them turns into stars,
everything around here would be burned and turn into a no-life zone. Xinyuan, Xiaolu, are you ready? We can't spare any time to protect those planets. Xiaolu, how much shrang do we have? Use it all.
Yes. The Insect Queen planet can serve as the center of the array and power the protection of 10 light-years of radius.
10 light-years? Dream on. What kind of a planetary array is that? Good question.
We have a chance to have the Soul Tier DS Emperor as our processor.
Godfather didn't kill him. We only imprisoned him to put him to use today. Nothing escaped Godfather's expectation. DS Emperor?
I remember him as the descendant of Chuman. He used all resources available to make my rival possible.
Correct, and he's also obstructing your path today. Advisor. Jun Yuan. Ill control the array. Under the seal of our Godfather, you still dare to try rebelling? Don't even think of crossing the boundary. Diligently be our human processor. Advisor, what is Jin Yuan doing? She should be in a mental battle with the DS Emperor.
The world of Formation Masters is beyond us.
Keeping him alive turns out to be so convenient. Accept your fate, you can go nowhere. Don't be happy too early. That damn Taoist sanctioned my communication network 20 years ago. There are too many people. We can't stop them all. Stop as many as you can.
They're not allowed to die without my permission.
The Azura battle form is from the Azura race, thus more compatible with you, Jinyuan. Use me as a relay station.
Announce Musaiyan's command to the entire world.
Insect Queen Planet. Pleiades. Tixuan. Kangjin. What's wrong with living? What's the point in believing in the saint? God damn it.
We can live eternally as one with the saint as her feather and scales.
You've never been one, how do you know that? You are too trash to become one. To become that, you need to be at least a heaven tier. Eve never been one. But Eve killed little crows transformed from you trash.
You don't fall for $1 billion jackpot, but you fell for eternal life.
This kind of low-effort fraud only works on you. But she is the saint? Would a saint defraud 05?
As long as there's a saint, there's also a thief.
Who told you saints don't lie? There's no brainwashing or lie. They believe in me wholeheartedly on their own.
Yes, we believe in and sacrifice to the saint with all of our beings.
Let these stubborn fools die. I used to think people can be rational and distinguish rights and wrongs, not anymore.
Take matters into your own hands when necessary. Formation Masters, follow my lead.
Yes. I can manage the living dead Formation Masters of the DS Empire for you.
Thank you, Master Zhuangzhou.
No problem, just doing my part. Of course, the strongest formation team is still Daxia Core. This is the strongest mind control since the birth of civilization. Let the entire world
experience the arbitrary might of the Admiral Musiyun.
Why? Why can't I move even though my mind clearly wants a suicide? Don't I even deserve the freedom to die? No, I said. Every race, trillion of races in the universe, faced the mind control of Mu Siyun. Not a single suicide happened. That must take a huge toll, right? How long can you hold out? As long as I want it to be. You thought I'd be powerless. Without stellar power and the power of faith.
She's starting to burn her internal chi using controlled nuclear fission.
I have already gotten rid of it.
I can now connect with the network of the entire world. My beloved followers, I am so sorry for not being able to connect with you for so long. At the moment, you can hear my oracles and become a part of me. Everyone, hurry and show your faith to strengthen the saint.
If faith can strengthen someone, why must it be God and not yourself? If a believe in them so they can save you instead of believe in yourself and save yourself? A random rant. I am so touched to be able to see the saint again. Saint. I am coming. Please catch me. It doesn't matter if there's no sun, I am the sun. Holy shit. Bigger than me. Don't let her. Toothpicks, try harder. This way. It's not over yet. You think that's enough to kill me? Too small. Who else? Try me. You couldn't defeat me with your Dragon Emperor body. Now you want to have a go with your human body?
To know the thickness and the longness, you'll have to try first.
Free surgery for ya, no need to thank me. This menial injury doesn't need a second to heal. Don't run. Come back. Why are you running? I just understood the purpose of the Imperial Mace.
Its function is not to kill, but to cure people of ailments, to give them salvation.
It's truly salvation, to give those who died death.
Salvation of great mercy.
Saint, no, Yangu, go to hell. Is it your name, Yangu? Don't struggle, this is for your own good.
You can no longer garner feathers and scales.
You shrunk in size. Even if you have planets and suns under protection, there are still many asteroids left unguarded. The essence of the sun isn't burning but fusion. I am the sun, and these mineral rocks can be fused by me. She's just like a cockroach. To think she isn't binded with controlling stars. She can also fuse any substances. Our asteroids. All gone. You can also be the fuel of my fusion. See? Godfather.
The connection with the main body is weakening.
This must be the saint's unique skill of isolation and sealing. Yangu, if you manage to live until the victory of the GS era, I have a favor to ask. What's it?
If it's too difficult, no, I already analyzed that I can birth 14 at most. The laws of nature are absolute. One may achieve eternal life, but resurrecting the dead is absolutely impossible.
Their civilization would face total destruction. If anyone attempts it, after the victory, I won't be alive anymore. I ask you not to revive. It's still a long way away, why must you mention it now? You were a saint, a hero, a savior. Why did you turn your back on what you've built up and step into endless killing?
You're right, I worked my way up from a trainee angel to a god slayer. I saved humanity and various other races and civilizations.
I did enough to be honored forever.
But after losing him, I lost my purpose. Before the end of the GS war, I was busy killing. I was caught up in battle every moment. But after the victory, I had no more enemies to kill. The purposelessness ate me up. To marry him, to support him, and to raise his children. That was all I wanted. In the present era, no one believes in true love, too might the past eras. But I do. Your body is excellent. It makes a good vessel for his resurrection. For your true love, you will fuse the entire universe? Of course. Yangu, you're a good woman. Rest in peace. If you want peace, obediently surrender your body. I'll let you live forever. Otherwise, I will crush your soul. Godfather was sealed again after his resurrection. Is our dawn of victory only a false hope? The array is too strong. The connection between the Godfather and the soul soldiers are getting weaker by the moment. They might hibernate again soon. Lit that crow bitch up. We can't. It might involve Musiyun. Nuclear fusion gives a lot of energy, see me transform again. Yangu, you're tired. Rest. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I also want my most beloved to be resurrected. Evil Dragon is using his stick to knock the saint out, up? Not a single person has commit suicide. The saint is losing energy and isn't regain ing them. We hold the array tightly. Don't let even a drop of energy reach that hag of a crow. Advisor, now is not the time to be stingy. I want to use the entire insect queen planet. I'm just a manager. The planet is your personal property. If you want to, do anything you want to do. Thank you, advisor. Completely active the Shirong Tower. No need to try so hard, I know how to dodge. This time, not only are they huge, there are many of them. Give up struggling, then you'd not be in so much pain. She's achieved a stellar gravity. We're coming too. Direct the gravity of the entire stellar to Godfather. We need to push her TLY away from here. 1 light year away from Pleiades. Together batter her to death. Admiral Mu, let me give you a hand. Cloud Immortal. I brought Cloud Immortal Lanet and its satellites here. Crush that crow with them and avenge Himiko. You unfilial descendants. I founded Three-Legged Crow. Three-Legged Crow was founded by Dashi. The moment you betrayed Dashia, you no longer had anything to do with us. Besides, you didn't hesitate to kill one of us. Just this Cloud Immortal planet alone won't end me. It's just an energy center, I will unleash upon you the might of 100 stellas. Yangu, come. You're tired. Time to take a rest. Schumann. Come with us. Didn't you tell your descendants to revive me? I'm revived now. I will revive all of you too. Let's us rule over this world together forever. This madness is set on endless killings. I only realized I was wrong moments before my death. You are wrong too. It's all over. Let's take a rest. You're all dead, I won't be convinced by your words.
Give up sooner, lest you sink deeper. ID never give up. Run. She's going to call lapse into a black hole. But you, trust in him. Let me save you and let you rest forever. Where's Godfather? Where's Dandan? Mu Si-yoon is having a final showdown with the saint. We can only avoid it for now. Then let's G0 and help.
No, this showdown involves the law of nature and determines the life of the universe.
It's not something we can interfere with. Mu Si-yoon's strength comes from himself, not some world-devouring dragon empress.
Believe in him and cheer for him.
Duzzy, can you determine Dandan's location? I can't. Their place is surrounded by void. We can't see what's going on. Can Master Zhuangzhou see what's going on? This showdown has been isolated from our dimension. We normal people aren't qualified to see it. I'm very much on edge right now. Inside the black hole is a quantum superposition place. Mixed with past, present, and future. Nothing is definite. Worship me. You lowly peasants of Kongjin. Kongjin Lord. A black hole duel is interesting, one punch will reveal your entire life. Inghua Lord. Why is it only showing my life? I want to have a look at your life too. I want to see how a monster like you came to be. Spatio-temporal inside a black hole is distorted. However, they still revolve around the people inside. They must be experiencing each other's live right now. Then how do they get out? It may come to which of them can face reality and stop lingering on the past. This is the only way to escape this illusion. GS era, solar system. Is this during your student days? The black hole expands indefinitely, I don't have much time. Come, perish this history with me. This history is your youth, do you want to destroy your youth? What I love is only him. This history called youth is none of my business. Then let's take a look at the most important moment of your life. Strange, you're not Yangu. Or rather, you are not the present Yangu. Who are you and what happened? You're not from this era, what happened in the future to have made you come here? Senior Hu, I am from the later generation of the post-GS era. Yangu wants to resurrect you, and I must stop her. Hu, we can live together forever. No, resurrecting the dead is going against the heavenly Tao and human ethics. No one can afford the price. Don't mind the other living creatures. I am willing to pay any price if you can return alive. Others are not willing. I will force them. Then, what's the difference between you and the WW divine race? Compared to that, our love is more important. No, our love is insignificant. Compared to the lives of everyone else. Yangu. The GS era has ended. This is fate, no need to dwell on it too much. Hey there, what's your name? Mu Si-yoon. Okay, Mu Si-yoon, please save Yangu. Okay. Hu, you're still young and hot-blooded. Kindness and justice are in your system, but that's not the way to go. Once I revive you and let you live eternally.
When you live long enough, you'll understand my efforts.
Up to you, now. Okay. Once the fight is over, I'll see you again. I'll sacrifice the entire universe for your revival. Your mace is not here. How do you still have so much power? Did you become the heaven's dog? Wrong.
I am fighting by not using the heaven's might or some maces.
I am fighting you.
This is me, that is me, everywhere is me.
As for the heavenly will, it knows him right and let it be used by me.
It'll completely seal you from body to soul, and eradicate your everything in this black hole.
I left a lot of scales and feathers outside. Even if you kill me here, I can always resurrect. I am immortal. Saint, don't worry, I'll protect your feathers and scales no matter what.
Same for us, we only live for the saint.
Find a hiding place and wait for the right time. This 15. To be fair.
For the saint's awakening, you trashes are the main culprits. No, hold on, I can believe in the saint, but I can also believe in you, Admiral. I can bring you in less followers. I originally wanted to spare ordinary people. Since they refuse to repent, then die.
Not only your feathers and scales,
but even a trace of a strand of your hair in history has been erased.
Rest in peace, Yangu. We're both in the black hole. I'll take you with me. It's futile. I won't die with you. Why? Why not?
I want to protect the universe, but you want to destroy it.
It's on my side. I'm not reconciled. A. You used me to kill the saint. And since the saint is dead, you want it to be my turn? You used to kill the saint. And since the saint is dead, you want it to be my turn? I understand that the heaven wants balance. You don't want unstable, uncontrollable elements to appear. But do you have a misunderstanding of me, heaven?
Great heaven, I cooperated with you because I cared for all the other beings' lives.
Please understand. I am not your tool. What? I defied the will of the heaven? My crime is unforgivable? What's going on? I was a bit perplexed just now. It seems I forgot someone. Admiral Mu. The heaven wants to get rid of Admiral Mu.
He means that Godfather is a powerful being who threatens the heavenly Tao just like the saint.
These clones are immobile again. Don't worry too much, trust Mu Siyun.
But he's not an omnipotent God that surpassed the heaven. The purest and most rightful person surpasses gods.
You're too shameless. The heavenly Tao is invisible, but I can capture a fragment of you.
So listen to my explanation. I cooperated with you to eliminate the saint because I cared for the living beings.
Not because I'm afraid of you. My love for them is as much as yours. So please respect me too.
We can cooperate and restore the balance of the universe.
Heaven, is this enough explanation? He didn't travel to another world, did he?
A thousand years ago, the civilizations led by Dacia nearly lost all of their population.
It was due to the saint.
Thanks to the then hero Mu Xian's leadership in quelling the chaos the saint caused,
Peace was regained. D. Heaven-defying evil dragon.
If not for you son of a bitch, I'd have become the saint's feathers and scales.
I'd be immortal and indestructible. You blocked the way of immortalization of mortals.
Why are you even arguing about something that happened centuries ago that might be exaggerated?
Fool! Don't interrupt us. Go your way. It's all in the past. Don't you understand that we are homeless and honeyless? Is all that evil dragon's fault? I checked my family tree. Our ancestral surname was Luandi. We were the imperial clan of the DS Empire. I am a descendant of Inghua Lord. I'd have lived in glory, wealth, and comfort. It's entirely that tyrant's fault that my life, which should have been full of promise, is now destroyed. BAS Tards. If it weren't for Admiral Mu, your ancestors would VE turned into crows and wouldn't have created you accidents. You'd not exist right now. Miss, may I know your name? My almighty surname is Wei. I hate cowards like you. Clearly you support Admiral Mu, but you don't dare to say it out loud.
Such cowardly allies, I'm sick of them more than I hate enemies. Miss Wei, I'd like to treat you to a mooncake.
Please honor me with your presence. Why? Do you want to curry a favor with me with just that? Miss, do you think the world today? Can we achieve true peace? Impossible.
Centuries back, the saint brought turmoil upon the world.
All civilization broke up.
The DS Empire ever so mighty disappeared from the picture, various small and scattered forces sprung up alike to mushroom after a rain.
Daxia's effort has only integrated a bunch of them so far. What's so terrifying is that among the many civilizations the saint wrecked, the insect race wasn't one of them. They couldn't be swindled by the saint.
Their only thoughts were only about place scoff shelter, product scoff hunts, and produce, by mating.
Taking the turmoil the saint created as the opportunity, they covertly rose.
Well said, Dacia fleets are in great need of a talent such as yourself.
I wonder if Big Miss would love to contribute in the unification of the universe?
I signed up for Red Scale's reserve force last year.
They rejected me on account of my age. Geared angels enjoy high pay.
No way they aren't monopolized by the big families.
I am from the gutter. You're thinking too much. Probably when you're old enough, the Admiral would pick you up in person. Are you spewing nonsense? Do you know how high the Admiral of Red Scale? Red Scale's Admiral, Golden Hamster, the Vajra Guardian. She's a super powerful entity cultivated by Admiral Mu. She's also one of the heroes of that chaotic time. After the Chow was pacified, she directly stepped into the core and served as the Great Elder. It has been 1,000-ish of years. How can we mortals ever meet the sight of such eternal beings? Not too sure. Take this card. Say that you want to enter the army, maybe my dream will come true. Do you take me for a 3-year-old? Maybe it's a joke, but there's no harm in saying it. I want to. Welcome, comrade. I thank you for sacrificing your life for universal unification. Don't worry. The gear transformation is now painless. The enemies won't wait for you to get ready.
The insect race has already invaded in neighboring Stellar.
Hold on, theme not ready. Red Scale is the universe's biggest fleet. It has 500 stellas and 6,000 planets under its rule. This is your home going forward.
I didn't expect her to have this status. It only took her 1,000 years to develop the fleet into such a scale.
To be honest,
I don't think you can achieve this ever, you're too soft.
Don't underestimate the young master, he's convincingly strong. Young master, thank you for creating this body for me.
Also, in a matter of 1,000 years.
A lot of people have achieved enlightenment, this is unbelievable.
I didn't think that angels would live for so long.
I haven't aged at all.
Hamster, Jinyuan, and Godmother too haven't aged.
Even Hu Lao San hasn't changed much too.
An earth tire can live for 5,000 years. You on the other hand can live even longer than a star's lifespan.
The insect race is attacking the universe. Won't young master show up to save the world? I made a deal with heaven. I can't interfere too much.
I am not a god who control heaven and earth. I believe in the progress nature naturally makes.
Besides,
the days of picking chrysanthemums by the eastern fence will never become tiresome, even after 10,000 years.
The phrase is attributed to the Chinese poet Tao Yuanming, also known as Tao Qian. He was a poet of the Eastern Jin dynasty, and this line is from his famous poem titled Drinky King Wine.
In this poem, he expresses a longing for a simple and peaceful life, reflecting on the joys of nature and a carefree existence. The sentiment conveys an appreciation for the simple pleasures in life, suggesting that they remain enjoyable over time.